This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
Well, it's a lot better than we usually do.
All right, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Friday. It's Open Comms. We're back again, and we're all here. We're Mrs. Blazing, but we do have Geronix is joining us as well. From he does the 5v5 tournaments all throughout the week. You guys do opens, and then you have actual tournament ones on the weekends, right?
Yeah, that's right. Nothing this weekend, though. Nothing planned. We started the league. Well, we start the league on Sunday, so we're taking a break this weekend, I think, for anything planned. But we might do something. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah.
I just want to start out with a shot. I'm sorry. We just got to start out with a shot because this is what the 15-year anniversary of fucking Leroy Jenkins happening. Shout out to that other game. Shout out to that thing that everybody came to find out later on was just fucking made up. But whatever.
That was the first MMO.
Shout out to the first MMO.
Yeah.
WoW was the first MMO.
But damn, 15 damn years since that was a news thing. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so I mean,
when did more dots happen?
In the same year, because
all
all
the
that
same
stuff
year?
was all that stuff was like the first year of vanilla was when that. So like that's why dog, someone's home. So the first year that WoW came out was when all that stuff happened. That's why WoW on. You see like online advertisements now. They're doing the thing like WoW Classic. They're like 15 years and all that stuff. So you have the Leroy, more dots.
More dots.
Yeah, more dots.
Dots.
Everyone says the more dots. I think the
50
funniest part of that
minus.
video was everyone just panics and you have this like full second pause and he's just like, many whelps. Like,
Whelps, left side.
Well,
Deal with it.
That's yeah. I feel like that was the first FC-esque behavior I've heard in a
All
game.
the Zillennials in chat won't know what the fuck we're talking
Yeah, they're
about.
like, what the Leroy?
Well, they should if they're playing, WoW Classic. They should be able to do an Anixia,
Leroy Jenkins.
Nixia
Who's
wasn't
Leroy
even-
Jenkins?
Anixia wasn't even out in the first part. Like, was that Anixia? That was Anixia's
Of course
layer,
it was. Yes, that was Anixia.
My computer exploded and I stopped playing that game before that raid even came out. Molten Core had come out and 2 weeks later my computer blew up and I didn't play WoW again until like Legion. Yeah, Legion.
Yeah, Roast Muffin. He's like, remember when we used to tell people to go back to WoW, noobs?
Well, what was the saying when an Eve player quits and goes to WoW, the average IQ in both games increases?
And yeah, we're not actually talking about WoW. We're talking about funny things that happened regardless of where they were.
Yeah. Don't. This is not.
They just happened to be in WoW.
Yeah,
But that was some
WoW
funny
show,
shit.
Don't worry. We'll get to E very quickly. But Nameless Assailant 9 and Arian Rod begin. Thanks for the resubs, guys.
41 months. Look at that. Are they both? No, hold on.
We got 41 and 3 months.
Got a 41 and 3. Got a freaking nub, and we got a vet.
First trimester.
I want to do a shot
Nice hat
to
risk.
Jerry Stiller and the double rainbow guy.
I have to thank Matt McLeod for the hat. I hate the Blue Jays with the passion of the fiery sun, but
Orioles.
2020 is rough so far.
Is that all who died this week? We had We had Jerry Stiller.
I'm sure there were more
of
people
Seinfeld
that died,
fame and the father of Ben Stiller, and there were quite a few more people that freaking died. Like apparently, yeah.
The world is a big place.
I hear there's a lot.
And then Randy Rainbow or whatever his name is. Who is this guy?
I don't know his name.
It's not Randy Rainbow. Randy Rainbow is the
I just
other
know
guy.
him as the double rainbow guy.
Oh, the double rainbow guy.
I'm gonna look it up. We should know his
What
name.
does it mean?
I didn't fucking know. Exactly, the guy that came up with the Festivus guy on Seinfeld. Yeah,
Jerry Stiller. Okay, Paul Vasquez is double rainbow guy, and he died 3 days ago.
Damn.
And you were trying to explain this to me earlier because I'm old, so I wouldn't have necessarily gotten an early meme kind of thing out there. But you're a little bit younger, so you're like more in tune.
Well, it's weird that it's weird to hear somebody who doesn't know what this is because it's not that old. I want to say it was like late 2000s. This guy Paul Vasquez, he was like hanging out in his backyard. I think he was like out in he lived in Arizona at the time, I think, and it had just rained and there was a double rainbow in his backyard, and it was a cool thing. So he recorded a video, and he just had this really cool enthusiasm about seeing a double rainbow because he was kind of a spiritual guy, and so he thought maybe this was some kind of sign or some kind of message from someone or something. And he was just so incredibly excited to see a double rainbow.
Message. Maybe it was a message. Maybe it was like
we don't know.
Maybe it spelled out during the Rona times shit's gonna happen.
I thought I heard that he was tripping on acid at the time and was just blown away by the visual of it.
I mean, it's entirely possible. I
could be wrong, but that's what I heard.
Why can't he just be high on life? Why can't he just be
could
excited
just be
that
high
he
on
saw
life.
a rainbow?
I mean,
why does he have to be on acid?
Rainbows are cool things. Why
Rainbows
not?
are hot shit.
Rainbows are cool. I've seen a double rainbow.
And when you get
time
two of them,
that I remember, they happen.
They do happen.
Hey, whatever. We were doing a shot. Every week we should just like Google who died this week. But it's really fucking hard. It's really hard. It's really hard this year. You know what I mean? Do you guys remember a couple years ago, like when we had that 1 year, it was like people just kept fucking dying, like just.
Yeah. Somehow
I'm talking about like names out there.
2016 was the
it
year. It was just like,
2016?
I think it was 2016. It was just one after the other.
Yeah, 2016 or 2017. It was just like, damn, not again. And like now you're just like.
All right, for the people saying I'm muted, I am muted because
he's muting himself.
We're in the middle of a big fleet, and we just got done with a big fight where we just kicked Hordes and PanFam and Test Third Party's ass.
Did you see Bunny?
Objected.
I'm still out there.
Bunny just woke up. He wasn't on that fleet.
You beat them?
We did.
So then just log the fuck off. If you want,
I can't. We got to get home.
You can get home, dude.
I'm in a 600 million ISK ship. I'm not going to just blow it up and do this.
Oh, please.
Sorry.
Whatever.
I have kill marks on everything.
Everyone send Brisk some money so we can just let his shit.
Do you remember how the Core 4 has to always be here?
This is the principle.
Can't be playing another game. They got to be like watching the show. Remember when we made up that rule?
Look, this is different. I started this fleet at 6 o'clock.
This is different. It's Eve.
All right, whatever. We're doing shots.
Rules don't apply to Brisk.
Rule number 1 was also don't do shots too early in the show, but whatever. We broke that shit last week.
We've thrown it out the window.
Rules are made to be broken.
Is there a trick to getting into Jack Daniels bottles, or you gotta just use a knife?
Mrs. Brisk is being mean to me. I'm not always in a fleet. This is the first fleet I've done in like 3 days.
Like dude, I see the back channels with your wife, and you seem to always be in a fleet, and she seems to be mad because of that. So, like, I'm saying it's like not new.
No, Drayden did not.
No, I did not. See, the thing is, like, I put gel on it this time, which was making it clean together, which is the chroma.
I thought you just hadn't washed it since last year.
No, the chroma is.
I think
like,
it's very clear that
the chroma's getting a lot of it out because it's kind of blending. So no, I did not cut it. I'm gonna try and get it cut this week. That's why I made it kind of a little weird right now. Because
does anybody out there know who who's the fleet commander of your fleet at the moment? It's gotta be.
Thank you, DeLon.
Can we just
my fleet commander?
Yeah,
it's Darkshines.
It's Darkshines. Can anybody just
this is a big
tag into
Darkshines
and be like,
we got Blurkas, we got Bongo.
Can you guys all blue kill Brisk right now?
No, you guys are not killing me.
Yes.
Kill Brisk right now.
Just
guys, they're asking you to kill me so I can go on the show. Please don't. Do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just
tell them it is condoned.
Just do it because we asked.
It is
Brisk is
condoned
primary.
by the.
Brisk is primary.
Yeah, it's condoned by all the people who are not blue to you.
And it
I'm
don't
waiting
care
for them
about
to
kill
attack
boards.
me. It's gonna
They
happen.
don't care about kill boards.
Dude, it's killboard neutral because it'll be red and
Liberate
green at the same
Brisk.
time, so it's a green and a red mark, so it's killboard neutral.
That is cold Crimson Respawn. I will give you that. You know, I'm gonna do a fucking shot just for that one right there because that was actually good.
I see where this show's going.
Yeah, I don't care about killboards.
He's like, Dirk, maybe log in even,
It's
kill
gonna
him
be
yourself.
a good show tonight.
Right
I
in
don't
the fucking gutter. Here we
I
go.
don't give a shit about killboards, and I'm an NC dot. I'm supposed to, I think. I don't know. I don't know what the protocol is.
I had to get a drink. I feel left out.
I was just sitting on my fucking patio today, just nursing some brewskis,
God, that's actually good.
some beverages.
I don't know why.
The honey-
It was
Honey
over.
Jack, Drayden?
It was over
Yeah,
80 degrees
it's
here
good.
for the first time today.
Like, I hate whiskey, but this is delicious.
Yeah, it's Honey Jack.
Ooh,
quite
Honey
good.
Jack is good.
Yeah. Although I can only
Dirk,
sip on a little
how
bit.
many days a week would you say that you spend day drinking during the Rona now?
Oh, during the Rona?
Oh, that changes things.
That's a horse of a different color.
No, hold on. Not usually day drinking. Not usually day drinking. Like today was just one of those fucking days where it was like I didn't have anything going on. I knew I didn't have
Friday.
anything fucking going on. I went out. I got all my shit done early. I changed the air filter in my daughter's car. Went shopping. You know, like did all kinds of fun fucking stuff. I do not have a case of 19.2 ounce mango. Apparently that got tore the fuck up by the other one. But
Well, you knew that was going to happen.
yeah,
That wasn't gonna last
no, day
forever.
drinking is not normally a freaking thing because I've usually got shit that's freaking going on during the day and stuff like that. But you know, like Monday night until Tuesday morning, hanging out, talking with people on comms and shit like that. Yeah, that's like happened. Or Tuesday night, depending on when it is. I've tried to get off the Thursday nights because Thursday night and then rolling into Open Comms Friday is really fucking hard. But yeah, there's definitely some fucking extra time this, like, you know, like right about now and whatnot.
We get into this?
All that being said,
If I do that, it looks like my hair's on fire.
all right, so just real quick, anybody guys anything to say about the patch notes that dropped? Was there some meaningful ass shit in there? Like, did somebody
No.
make
Nothing.
keep
It's
stars?
not that
harder
there's
to kill
anything
or anything?
meaningful
Nothing
in the patch
groundbreaking.
notes. It's just little tiny fixes. But like the thing that irks me about it is there was 2 updates to the patch notes on the same day.
Yeah,
And what it does is whenever
There
they
were 3.
update the patch notes,
Well,
whatever,
there were 3
The
that they put
2
out.
updates to the 18.04 patch notes in one day. Well, what that does is every time they update it, they put the new shit on the top, right? And the next time they update it, they take that new shit and they push it into the big meaty body of that patch notes, and then you lose whatever that was.
Yeah, so that's the only.
And then you get the one-liner like, "Hey, we fixed this fucking little tiny thing."
Yeah,
All
so,
right, I
great.
docked up. I'm done.
So,
I'm
so
done
the
with
nice. Yeah,
Well, like
so-
every
You were
other
that close to
software-
home and you couldn't just log the fuck off? What would you
I
have had to
wasn't.
have? You would have had to have called
we
what? One
have
more
like
sign out?
15. We have like
Right,
45
type
keep
jump,
stars, so I just picked one and logged off on it. So I'll have to get it home some other time.
Oh, okay, sweet. But so, and it's like
I was this
I
close to
agree.
offering a $5 billion blue bounty on you.
I agree with LB there and the fact that
It's not that they updated it. I'm glad they updated it. It's way better than it was before.
I don't want to
But
gripe
it's-
it with them doing what we asked them to do by putting every update out as it comes out. Like
Right.
I like that they're doing that. I just wish as the old one got pushed out, it was like just sequentially pushed down so you
Yeah.
could see sequentially like this.
Just
update
keep them
and
all
this, and
separated by
'Cause
by
otherwise
update.
you
So
have to
like
memorize
this update, this update, this update, this
You have to
update, instead of pushing it into the main body of it.
Yeah, so if you miss a couple updates and then you see the most new one, you're like, okay, but there was 2 other updates I missed. Well, now you have to remember what the stuff you've already known was out, and then go through the full patch notes to find a couple things that are new, and then those are the 2 updates you missed.
This is not a gripe about them updating. We obviously want them to update patch notes.
Oh, yeah.
Even if,
We love
even,
it.
even
Right.
if
That's
it is
what
just
I'm saying.
even if it's just a single daily line item, right? These are the things that actually change in the game due to our
Right. I'm glad that
not because we messed something
it's
up or anything
exactly
like that.
what we wanted them to do.
However,
Yes.
that particular day when that stuff dropped, there was a bot. There was a bot thing that we have in our Discord, right? That shows patch notes updated, and then right below that, right after that, there was a bot notification that the March patch notes had been updated. And then right after that was an update that the current patch notes had been updated. And I'm like, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little fucking confused right now.
So
I have no concept of time right now.
What I think happened, because of the way the bot works, all the bot does is it looks for new entries in the Eve news and patch notes RSS feed. That's all it does. And when it finds something new, it pushes it to the Discord. So what I think happened is somebody at CCP accidentally updated the March patch notes and published that to go live. So the bot picked up on that and pushed it to the Discord. Then CCP reverted that change after they realized what they did, and then put the patch notes in the actual 18.04 or whatever it is patch notes, and then published that, and the bot picked up on it again and pushed it to the Discord. So I think that's what happened.
See, and this is what happens with all these bots out there. It picks up picks up mistakes on mistakes.
Computers only do what you tell them to do.
That's right, exactly. It lets us know a mistake occurred. We don't know exactly what that mistake was.
So we can call CCP out on their shit.
We can say they fucked up, right? We could literally right now say somebody
God
fucked
damn
up.
it! Why did you publish the
this?
March patch notes? How could you?
This is jacked up. You guys want to know a secret that's not really a secret?
No.
You don't have pants?
You're running for CSM?
I am not wearing pants, no.
Figured.
I'm not either. I'm fucking wearing shorts.
Prove it.
It was 85 degrees out.
Prove it.
Do you have your digitized sensor screen
No, Brisk, I was joking.
Show me.
I don't
show me
have
your
a
milky
sensor
thighs.
screen right
Oh, my eyes. Why?
Oh, look, he's got khaki shorts on his,
Why?
doesn't work out his thighs.
You know what, Brisk, though? I've heard argument that those are, even though we call them shorts, they're called short pants.
They're
Short
not
pants.
pants. These are not pants.
Brisk, do you have a pair of jorts?
You know what? And you know what's funny? The second that I stand up and show you guys my leg, my wife's face appears in the top of Discord with a notification, so I'm getting yelled at, I guess.
Don't show your scrawny thighs.
Those legs are mine.
Oh, actually, she was saying nice stuff about Manic, so there you go. It had nothing to do with it. That was total coincidence.
Time for Manic to show his legs.
Everybody's wife loves me.
He thinks we're distantly related, Manic. I don't know.
He's like one of those like
You
husbands
do
hate him.
kind of look like my dad.
Well, that was the funny thing when you said that the other day. Like, the beard, you freaked me out. You look like my dad.
And by the way, I just fucking caught it now, and I don't think any of the rest of you did because I don't remember hearing it. But Manic like shaved the sides of his head. He doesn't have fucking band boy this week.
Yeah. No, he got a
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Manic thylosity. There we go. I like it.
I'm not showing my legs. Yeah, got my post Rona haircut today. It feels amazing.
When you say post Rona, do you mean because the Utah Barber Association has reopened? Have they liberated barbers in your non-liberatable state?
My personal barber, has reopened after 7 weeks of closure.
So now is that out on a Mormon plantation, or is that just like in town?
Drop the Mormon shit, dude.
Okay, I was gonna go down there too, but I won't.
Yeah, Ronnie, I could do a mohawk if I wanted to. Basically, all I told him to do was just follow the line of my widow's peak and then shave everything else off.
I have to say, of all the hair, I'm amazed at, because Manic's hair, he does that every once. I saw him in Vegas; he had the same haircut. But I'm like still staring at Drayden's head.
I'm sad it's not coming through
like,
the thing as well.
He's gone Super Saiyan.
If Drayden carries this out long enough, if he does the right thing, he'll look like his buddy from fucking Game of Thrones. What's his face?
Tom Green?
Redheaded fucking
I just
dude from
it's
North
not
of the
anything. I
Wall.
just put gel in it and then just like messed it up as best I
What's his
can.
name?
Yeah, Giantsbane dude. It's like, dude, grow it the fuck out. Like, just go full on whatever his first name was, Giantsbane.
Waddling. Become a waddling.
I don't know. Is that
a waddling?
Torment.
Wildling.
Torment is the best.
Tormund Giantsbane or
Tormund
Torment
Giantsbane.
Giantsbane, yeah.
Waddling sounds
just like freaking grow it out.
Waddling.
Waddling.
Waddling?
Here we
Yeah, I don't
come
like that word.
waddling. Oh, wow.
How did you even get
like
to
a duck
waddling? I don't even remember that. Like
LB said it.
No, I said waddling. Wow.
Oh,
I don't even use
Go on.
gel, so I
Number one, like all of my Amigos
in the
fans out there. Okay, it's like you said waddling. I don't give a shit what. Like even I last week wouldn't have sat there and said I didn't say Omegos.
All right.
It's what's for breakfast, Omegos.
Omegas.
Delicious.
God, we need
20%
Omega
more salt.
commercials so bad. I'm so excited to we gotta get something rolling for this.
I'm gonna see if I can get some cereal boxes.
Who wants to
made.
take the Eve Echoes thing?
So, for
Real
all
quick,
of you
okay,
who
you
care
got it.
about Eve Echoes, the
For all
potential
three
mobile
of you out
game,
there who give a shit,
if you care and you want to be a part of this, you should watch NetEase's stream on May 17th. That's this Sunday. They're going to announce the release date for Eve Echoes. That's big freaking news.
so it's on CCP's channel.
Big news.
So,
Very big.
And to
So,
be
big
fair, it is big news because those studios are all over in Asia. They've gotten their things back online. They've gotten themselves geared back up again. They've done whatever they needed to do, which delayed shit before, and that is coming out.
huge.
There are a bunch of people out there that are really interested in that.
Although I will,
We just don't know enough about it to
Look,
talk about it. So,
as far as I'm concerned, anything that means more money coming in for CCP so they can work on Eve, I'll take it.
you
So
think
I
they're
hope they
going to
make
work on Eve? You think
I
they're going
hope
to take
so.
Echo's money and work on
I hope
Eve?
so.
You
I
really
wonder if
do
they're
you
separating
really
the
think that?
departments. I would assume
I
that they're
would
going to
love it.
separate the. I don't
That's
know
not
how gaming companies
that's
work.
not how business works.
Don't
Chris.
they
You know
separate
that.
money coming in from Echoes is going to go to develop Echoes? Is that how they do it, or are they
Well,
doing it all under one?
They're
umbrella?
gonna prioritize development with whichever makes the most money.
They
You
have
don't-
a
you
they have
don't
a
take-
partnership with NetEase. So NetEase gets a chunk of it, they get a chunk of it. But they can do whatever they want with it. They can put it into new stuff, they can put it into Eve, they can put it into Echoes, they can make a new game, whatever. I just
Throw
like
in
it when
Yoshi.
CCP has new revenue streams, and I hope that the game is successful.
Absolutely.
And I think it probably will be because it's pretty close to Eve. So
The
that's pretty good.
So when I saw that update and I watched the video, the YouTube video that I forget the guy's name, but he did the little quick podcast clip of it. I watched that, and I don't really care about Eve Echo as much, but I saw that I was like, new race, what? And so I started watching. I was like, okay, there actually is going to be a 5th new race in Eve Echoes, and my mind obviously instantly jumped to where I think everyone else's mind was like, so
Gladiators,
is that
right?
when's Tranquility getting that? And then I watched the video more and more, and it sounded like he might have been guessing, but it sounded like, okay, this is going to be Eve Echo's exclusive thing. I'm like, okay, at this point.
Yeah,
So,
I think
new race for a game I don't play, and we're not going to get it. Never mind.
Yeah, so I think so on Thursday, or it was either yesterday or Wednesday, I think CCP did an art stream on their channel with some of the art guys at CCP, with CCP Convict and a bunch of the art team, and they previewed a lot of really cool concept art and new models for ships and whatnot. But somebody in chat asked, this may have been on Twitter. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but the point is, somebody asked if the 5th race in Echoes, the Yang Yung, is ever going to come to Eve proper, and somebody from CCP, it was probably Convict, said that there's no plans for that at the moment or the foreseeable future. So if anybody's hoping for a 5th race in Eve, it's not likely.
Well, I mean, Drake Lavians.
Just want to give a shout out to Dunk Dinkle for arriving late.
They don't.
Playable.
Well, all right. So the other thing, I mean, I thought that the art team CCP TV thing was pretty cool. The big news, the only news that I think everybody went crazy over that came out of that was they had a bunch of concepts for the redesign of the Ragnarok. That's great. I have one. I like my Rag. I think it needs a redesign. If any of you guys think that that's coming anytime soon, we're still waiting on Angel Caps.
Being that
And
the
still waiting on Angel Titans.
You got to remember, we've got CCP clock. So whenever CCP shows something, it's about 3 to 5 years before it actually makes it into the game.
I don't know if it'd be that
Especially
long,
if
but
it's an
I'm
art
just saying,
thing.
when what was it in our Discord? I saw that post of the various potential pictures where it's what ones do you like best? I forget what channel it was in. I know it was in our channel, but one of the sub channels. But I saw that, but it was all concept, on not paper, but whatever art
Digital
program it is. It's on digital paper, yeah. So that's a long way from actually coming up with a whole complete actual ship model redesign and implementing it in the game.
What if that's what they were willing to show you, so that next week they can just be like, bam?
So they did show a 3D render of the new Ragnarok. It didn't have a skin. It wasn't shaded properly, but
So it's built
it looks like they do have the 3D model. but it needs to be skinned properly, and they need to make sure that all of the skins work on it. You know, it needs to be bug tested and whatnot. But it looks like the model is there.
Because if it's gonna have a different model shape, I would assume they have to redesign this.
Yeah,
they'll keep the same patterns, but they have to do the skins.
One of the things
we see concept art all the time, and people go crazy and they start freaking out and they're so excited and everything's wonderful, and then it never happens.
Yeah, well, everybody who watches this show, would have managed their
in the game. Just realize that you may not get to see that rag in the game anytime.
They would have managed their expectations appropriately. Okay. Now,
I doubt that.
One of the things that is coming soon is the new warp tunnel effects. That is on CC right now, and you can go and test it.
They keep iterating on that every time.
No. This hasn't been touched since like 2008, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They've changed like the Sino stuff, but they haven't. I watched
the recording. I watched the VOD. They said the warp effect when you go through a Stargate, that hasn't been touched since about 2008 when they introduced the new warp effect. Because originally the screen would just fade to black and then fade up, and you'd be in your new system. The actual warp, like going through the Stargate, the zoom and the clouds flashing around you and shit, that hasn't been touched in
2
a really long time. 10, 12 years? 2008?
No, because I remember that new warp tunnel effect happened after I started playing, and I started in 2012, so I think it's been out for like 3 or 4 years at this point. But yeah, it was maybe 5.
But it's been a
long time.
But yeah, it's the new Stargate warp effect is on CC right now. It looks really, really nice.
I did see a lot of stuff about the rag going around social media and things like that. But was there also something about a Concord station or
the Uli
stations or something?
They're adding stuff. Yeah,
they're rebuilding the Uli station
because some of that looked really cool as well. So.
I mean, it seems to me like what they're doing is they're going back.
I beat you, Count Scary. Thanks for bringing it up, though.
They're taking the iconic stations and stuff from the lore, or the ones that have become a big deal in game, like Jita 4-4, and they're making them unique so that they're not just the same as some random other thing somewhere else. So I think that's cool. I think it's exciting.
But anyways, a little while ago we were talking about CCP revenues and how it's great that all these other things that they're doing and whatnot are maybe coming to fruition or moving along or whatever the hell it is. But CCP just had their quarterly, not CCP, the CCP subdivision of Pearl Abyss Games. Pearl Abyss Games just had their quarterly conference call the other day, and I know it was on our radar. I don't think anybody here actually listened to it or whatever, but I did go back and look at.
I did.
My source of information on this, which is Noisy Gamer. And basically net, you want to net it out for us, Brisk?
I mean, essentially, Eve made, I think it was 14.3 billion Korean won last quarter. That was a 15% increase over fourth quarter of 2019. They finally acknowledged in the comments for the first time that they have helped CCP with new player retention, which was kind of like the only real news, at least for Eve players, that came out of this, besides the fact that, yes, there was a 15% increase over quarter four, but they reported quarter four numbers at 15.6 billion won when they did their fourth quarter call in February, and they revised it down to 12.4 billion won for this quarter, and then it increased. So what happened there? I don't know.
Well,
they didn't talk about it.
What we do know is that
we revised down Eve's numbers for fourth quarter.
What we do know is that in the time around CCP's quarterly earnings and things like that, right? Especially not so much right after the blackout period, which would have been, I think, the end of the third quarter or whatever, but certainly right after the end of the fourth quarter last year, there's a lot of discussion about, well, what impact did that kind of, chaos summer and blackout and sort of the aftermath have? And financially speaking, it didn't look like it had a lot. And there were some excuses being made out there about the rollout of the Korean localization and some things like that, right? To where it kind of deadened the whole thing, being like, whoa, well, maybe this didn't, have the kind of impact people thought. When in fact, it was actually a negative quarter in the fourth quarter of last year, rather than a positive.
Not only that, I mean, the other thing is, fourth quarter 2019, the old.
When we say negative, we don't mean negative money. We just mean percentage drop, a percentage drop in revenue.
The number that they reported in February, that was the best quarter that Eve had since they bought the company. Or that since for PAs, PA had the best quarter for Eve since they bought the company. It was well above any of the other quarters. Now, with it revised down, that is actually the worst quarter that they've had, full quarter that they've had since they bought the company. So all of the narrative, all the stuff we talked about, everything that everybody was speculating about as of last year and everything was all blown off the table. And we don't know.
I don't think it was blown off the table. I think that regardless of what the revenues looked like at the time, I think the commentary that was associated with what happened in the blackout period and the fallout from there on, we just couldn't understand necessarily the numbers unless there was something else. And the problem that we have now, right, is is being able to kind of look inside the internals of the EVE Online IP the way that we could years ago to kind of like break out certain things and like that. But whatever.
Well,
It's just,
but that's the thing that was the thing that sucked when Eve was bought by the venture capitalists. It became a private company again, and nobody saw any internal numbers, and we didn't get to see subscriber counts, and we didn't get to see any of the revenue figures or any of that kind of stuff. So nobody had any idea about the health of the company. And the best thing about them, getting bought by PA, at least in my opinion, regardless of the fact that now they have this big parent that has a lot of know-how, and they can be part of a worldwide family. What frustrates me or what is a good thing about it, but it's still kind of frustrating, is they have to report their earnings. We get to see a revenue number, but they never spend a lot of time talking about Eve on these calls.
No, they don't. They don't because it is still a small part of their overall Black Abyss.
It is, but part of the reason why, at least as far as I can tell, the PA bought them was they wanted to have a consistent revenue stream, and they wanted to diversify their holdings, that they weren't just one game. And buying a company that makes money consistently was something that they wanted to do, and CCP was there, so they bought it. So I would like to see more detail. I have them talk a little bit more about what's going on in Eve. That there's other, they announce all the different new IP stuff that they're coming out with, all the expansions for BDO, everything like that. They mentioned Echoes briefly because the investors were asking about it, saying, NetEase is the publisher. They're gonna do their announcement, and then later after that call we got the May 17th thing. But I feel like they could at least say, hey, oh, by the way, the accounting change that resulted in Black Desert's revenue for fourth quarter going down so much, that applied to Eve too. But they never said that. So,
but anyways,
I guess we have to make an assumption.
Look,
anyway, you guys,
we're obviously wishing the numbers up, and we hope that for the investment for Pearl Abyss and everybody else that are involved with the EVE Online IP, that continues to grow. But there was kind of that change that occurred and shit like that. So like whatever.
That was that. Nothing too crazy.
I don't know, just real quick. Apparently today there was a SP reward kind of your login reward thing or something like that. May have gotten what's up, Zins? May have gotten messed up or whatever. That when it was redeemed, it just went to your hangar as an item rather than SP to your character or something like that. That's something that they're working on.
It went into your hangar as an item that you could not redeem or activate as skill points. It was a useless item. Well, some people were selling them. I heard people were contracting.
That's what I was saying. Because someone was saying, "Oh, well, just add the skill points and then just leave it as an item." But I was like, but then.
Exactly.
Watch it be some Monaco Gate thing where the people that got one of these now all of a sudden make a bunch of money.
I was the one saying that.
It would be a funny vanity
It should be
item.
A collector's item as a freaking brick.
Yeah,
it should be a collector's item as a brick. Okay?
Bricked SP.
Bricked SP. Okay, and then they should just everybody who did get that or was supposed to get it or whatever, gets the actual freaking SP. And guess what? You know what? As somebody else somebody else tweeted at me about it. I'm like, look. if a year from now or 10 years from now they get rid of pause code and all of a sudden those things become 150,000 SP of live SP, who the fuck gives a shit? It's 150,000 SP.
I'll take it.
It's like whatever.
It's like a week, isn't it?
Better as a collector's item.
That's a whole skill injector for a high level account. So that's great.
Yeah.
For a high skill point account,
mid-level.
I'll take it.
Ish.
I really do think they should do that though, because like
anything over 80 million skill points, it's 150k. Is
I
all
thought you got
get from the skill
50,000.
injector. That's great.
If you're like way up there.
No, you get 150. That's it.
Oh. It's more than I
So
thought.
it's good. That's you're getting the equivalent of like 770 some million ISK. That's good. That's not a bad reward.
And apparently there's a mass test on Singularity on the 19th of May, which is the day after my fucking anniversary.
And that is for
That's
the
tomorrow.
warp tunnel stuff that we talked about.
No, it's not.
Which
tomorrow.
I just tried out, and it
The
looks pretty
16th
cool.
is literally tomorrow.
The 19th is when the mass test on Singularity is, right?
You said the 16th.
Well, that's not the day after my
When's the day after your anniversary?
my anniversary is the 18th, so I wouldn't have.
Okay.
Whatever.
Whatever. Who cares?
Whatever. My wife will. You know,
Who gives a shit?
so I have to go wish her a happy anniversary now. Is that what you're telling me, Manic?
Well, you have to because it's going to be over by the show next week. So come on.
You have to do it for every day, like 3 days leading up to it.
Oh my god.
If you were my wife, you'd have a whole
24
week. You'd have
24
to have
goddamn
your
years.
anniversary week.
24 goddamn years coming up. Or no, I shouldn't say.
I'm impressed.
24
that
years
anybody
coming up.
understands that.
Goddamn.
yeah. You better rephrase how you say that.
It's all where you put the word in the comma. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a lip roller coming out of the.
It's all about the inflection.
Yeah, that shit's coming up. I am so glad that this year is not our fucking 25th and we didn't have some big ass, trip planned or, anything
That would
like
be
that.
awful.
That would be
if it
fucking
got blown
awful.
up.
Ugh, fuck.
This is our 11 years, so I'm not that worried.
Darren,
about it. 'Cause we
to
did a
get,
great
yeah,
trip last
actually, Nullsec is probably one of the safest places to mine. If you get an alliance that owns a bunch of space, you get this whole intel network that lets you know of any neutrals coming in your space for a while. So yeah, it's like mining Spode in Nullsec is quite safe if you want to do that.
But is there any spot left in Nullsec? I thought they got rid of it all.
Oh,
Do you pronounce it Spode?
Spode? Yeah.
Spud? I say Spud, but I know that's not right.
38
People yell
I
minutes.
think
at
Drayden's
Spud.
the only person who calls it Spode.
38 minutes. 38 minutes into the show, we've finally gotten through the cheap stuff, all the public service announcements, all that kind of shit. I think we can move over to Geronix and what's going on with this tournament that we've been talking about a bit here and there, and like some of us even went and sampled.
You guys flown
and shit
in
like
it,
that.
right?
Right. Why don't we bring him in now? And he's a good-looking man. He should get some fucking airtime. He's got a spreadsheet.
Cool animals in the back. Stuffed animals in the back.
Yeah, man, they're my friends. Yeah, I'll jump in because I don't get involved in the fucking patch notes and stuff. I just let them do what they want to do. Yeah, how did you guys enjoy flying? Because I think who did it? LB, Dirk, and
It was LB,
Rain.
me,
David,
Dirk,
it's just
and
three.
Rain came on there, and
wanted
yeah,
to
then
do
you
it,
were
but I
the
couldn't
fifth
get
on our
away.
team.
Oh, you were on my team.
You
yeah.
are a fifth, dude.
And I was like, all right. I was thinking because we were thinking like, you're like, I'll come down and join you guys. We're like, sweet. So he's gonna do all the pick and ban stuff, and then it's like, all right, well, what do you guys want to do? I'm like, I don't fucking know. And so I really got put in team captain position. I was like, all right, so I got to make big brain plays with my small brain. Nice.
And we did well, I think.
Well, we
did
boundary violated.
Two of you
twice.
boundaried, yeah.
Well, I boundary violated. I was like 90 kilometers past the boundary, still shooting at people. So I kind of got a little bit in trouble.
And then they came to kill you, and then like
then
they boundary violated. But whatever,
guys
it's like
had to come down and channel like Drayden, stop fucking shooting.
if you're in hot pursuit of another boundary violator, have you actually boundary violated, or have you just extended the boundary?
That's the thing. Since I kept shooting outside the boundary, one of their guys was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna. If he's not gonna stop, I'm gonna." And he chased me down and killed me, which I was like, "That's fine. I didn't obey the boundaries, and I kept shooting. So if he doesn't obey the boundaries and kills me, in my opinion, that's totally legal." So I mean, we lost, but I think the comp was fine. I just I didn't think about the boundaries at all. So
I want to do a shot to Drayden. I want to do a shot to Drayden for that night for like the first time in his Eve career that he was ever put in kind of a decision making sort of like position and whatnot.
I was not ready for it.
And also for Geronix, who was sitting there like backing him up, but like in a way that was kind of like really sort of mentoring. He's like, oh yeah, that's not a bad choice.
I did like the fact that it's like, well, I have
you may
this
wanna
idea.
think
You're like,
about that
that's
one
not
again.
bad, but it could work with this as well. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like, I got experience with that. It was fun though. And it's like, now that I know about the boundary thing, I was not paying attention at all. But in the future, if we ever do another one of those, the boundary will be in my mind, so I won't have to worry about that. But
in the future, and hopefully in the not too distant future, it's not something we need to worry about, because the other day, so CCP Aurora got in touch with us, and we did Thunderdome testing the other day to get that up and running again. Indeed. So we're looking to use that soon, TM, and hopefully, move off from Sissy. I think that's kind of CCP's motivation, because on any given night, we're flooding 20, 30 people into Thera to do matches, which I don't think they're thrilled about. But, I think it's kind of forced their hand. In terms of the tournament, so we did, what did we do? So we did one tournament the first weekend, that went well. Zero Talent won that. Then we did a King of the Hill weekend, and then Zero Talent won that. And we've just done the play-ins for what we're going to be running now as a league. And we had 17 teams. They played in like a play-in style tournament, so 14 teams got in, 3 teams unfortunately didn't. And now we're into week 1 of the league, and those matches will start from Sunday, need to be played by Saturday, and then at the end of that, I think it is 7 weeks, we'll have a big finals weekend, which is the second weekend in July.
Now, real quick with the schedule. So I think last week you were going to come on, but you were kind of exhausted after. Yeah,
I was cooked last week. Yeah,
because you ran the whole. Now, you said like you ran the EU thing all day. So do you have a separate one for EU and then US time zone? Or
yeah. So there's they're kind of separate. Sometimes they do. We just carry on with the EU one and it morphs into the US one, but we don't. I don't really do that now because I need to get my sleep pattern back on schedule. But so the EU one runs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 1800 Eve time until whenever we feel like finishing, and the US one runs whenever the US guys feel like running it. There hasn't been a ping tonight.
So you don't have a separate UK one now that like shit went down and whatnot, right?
No, we just have EU. But a lot of US guys.
Are you still calling it EU? Have you had anybody like boycott being, from the UK, like in the EU one because
Oh,
here
we go.
Because the star fell off the flag.
It's a Brexit joke.
It took me a minute. I was like, what's he fucking talking about? Like, what is he? No, not at all. No, we have quite a few British guys turn up. Yeah, it's good.
Redline is desperate for you to acknowledge him.
Yeah, would you send by his ass?
Wait,
I'm not paying attention to Redline. I tried to get him to come to US Opens the other night, and I'll find the chat, but he said he just cut off mid-conversation and never finished it off. So I'm not. He said
Redline goes to Geronix.
Yeah,
that is.
He said tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. He said tonight we got things to fight, and that was it. That was 4 days ago. He never finished it off. So
that was 4 days.
That was 4 days ago. But what?
That's a straight up ghost. Then that's not like a brisk. That's not like a brisk couldn't get here on time tonight.
No, nothing. Last seen 4 days ago. That's it. Heartbroken. Ghosted. I plug your trailer every time we do streams, and no, nothing. Oh wait, he's typing now. I'm sorry.
Oh, now there you go. We got him to respond.
Yeah, but we do want
shamed.
more people, from across the pond in the US to come along. US time zone scrims can be a bit thin.
So I was complaining.
What is that? And like psychologically, what is that about the fact that a bunch of EU guys are like EU and some Brits and shit like that. Like I want to be honest about all this, okay? Like are willing to do this, but like the US, because you guys have actually got kind of a really good system. We sat there, I think it was a night or 2 nights after we were out there playing, right? And LB was like throwing the freaking spreadsheet up on screen and whatnot and being like, these guys have put thought into this shit. They've got work into it. This has got some effort. It's not just motherfuckers showing up on Singularity and being like, hey, let's just shoot each other. Like a whole bunch of people on Singularity apparently do.
Well, I don't know what time is like, because it differs across the states, and we do get a lot of the US guys come to the EU ones because I think it works out better for them time-wise. I think for a lot of the guys, it's like midday when we run the EU ones, but also we don't really stream the US time zone ones.
Maybe it's all because of the Rona right now. Maybe you got all
Maybe.
these people who,
That's
who,
exactly
who are not
what it
working
is,
and not
'cause
doing shit, and they're like, "Fuck it, I can show up during the EU," and then they're like, "Well, I
get
did my time
to do
today."
Fleets
That's
at like
it,
2
yeah.
o'clock in the afternoon now. It's great.
24.
It's like an out of work motherfucker going on an EU fleet and being like, "I got my fleet in."
There you go. I got my PAP. We're good.
But I think they are running at the minute. I think I didn't see a ping for it.
Oh
though.
shit, Accessible Gamer. What's up, Accessible Gamer?
What's up, Gommel?
It's just a name I have not seen. I have not seen
Goons,
fucking Gommel
don't-
in like a while.
It's
Don't
nice.
throw
We just
me
want to
a
give all
shout
our
out.
friends coming back.
But yeah, I
So-
mean, it's like, well, hold on. And that actually I think happens quite a bit, and it has happened not just during these times and whatnot, and not just for this tournament, but like U.S. guys getting on EU fleets, okay, getting on European time zone fleets, and then maybe not being around a little bit after their U.S. dinner time
Yeah.
or whatever the hell
Yeah.
it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
like that's always been a long time thing. EU European time zone, has always, I think, in EVE Online been the strongest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it does
It is.
get that mix. It gets that mix of the unemployed and school worker, schoolboy kind of like, U.S. players, who are there, showing up for European fleets.
I mean, 3 p.m. is straight up EU prime time, and that's easy fleets for people to get on. So it makes sense to me. But speaking of, all right, so we see Accessible Gamer in the chat, and we had a couple of the people that we hadn't seen in a while coming in and saying hi. Have you guys noticed how many old school EVE players are back?
Yeah.
Wrath is back.
Yeah.
UAX Death is back. Major
Grath
Silva's
has come and
back.
gone to the point where he hasn't actually left, but UA,
That's huge.
I
UA
didn't see
coming
UA,
back.
but
Like-
there was we'll get to the fight later. But the fight we were in last night, there was some Legion of XX Death guys there. So
Yeah, we've had a ton.
I don't
of
want to say
guys
Grath
come
is back because I don't
lately.
believe Grath ever left for that kind of period of time to like sit there and go, well, he left. Like,
Well, he
didn't
sounded
came
like
on
he was
here
done.
and made
he
a
didn't
big
should
stink
do his
about
ass out
leaving.
the Shador. You know what I mean?
He came
When they
here and
got
made
rid
a
of the
big deal about
blackout-
leaving.
well, I'm just saying, like when the blackout came in, him and Jeff were having a ton of fun. They went over to Snigwaffle went over to Waffles, or maybe not Snigwaffle, but they left Snigwaffle and went to Waffles, I believe. And they were having a ton of fun over there, and then they got rid of the blackout, and then that's when Grath, I think, was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, this was super fun. I was really enjoying it, and you got rid of it, so I'm out. So it sounded like to me that he was done for good, but now he's back, I guess. So,
But okay, so like this weekend on Talking Incisions, they're going to be talking to I believe it should do, and
Right.
no, Shadoo's back.
and
Mr. V.
should
I
do
don't know
and
if
Mr.
Shadoo's
V.
back, but he's
Should
talking-
do
they're
it.
talking to him.
Should do and Mr. V. I don't know. I don't know that either one of them are back. They're going to be talking to them this weekend, right? But the mere fact that they like crawled out from under whatever goddamn like we left Eve and buried ourselves under rubble kind of like shit. Okay. But not just that, today I saw somebody introduced in a back channel on Talking in Stations as Silva. And I went, wait a second. As in
Major
Major
J.
J?
Major J Silva.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
he was on the
and he
show
goes-
with Miss UX Death.
Okay, and I'm sitting there going, the fuck? Like even, and we always loved Major J Silva on this freaking show. He would come on like way back in like it may have been Eve Radio back in the fucking day for all I know. Like when he would come on and whatnot. And I'm sitting there going, Jesus Christ, fucking names popping out of goddamn nowhere at this
You know
I
point.
who's
know,
gonna come
right?
back next,
It's
right?
pretty awesome.
You know who's next?
And XDeath's running for CSM
Well, it
too.
won't,
It'll probably
it won't be BC, and if I do,
No.
nobody will be fucking surprised if I log in. It's like
it won't be BC. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's gonna be Makalu. It's gonna be AAA version 7.0.
Fucking Makalu.
Makalu's gonna come back. AAA will be back. It's gonna be back to the good old days.
How long
Bobby,
before Drunken
Bobby,
Idiot comes
I
back?
tell you what
Bobby
right now,
fucking
if
Atlas.
Bobby fucking Atlas logs the fuck in tomorrow, I will not be surprised, and I'll still sit there and go, what the fuck?
There you go.
Ben's big, exactly. Yeah, it's,
Yeah, dude, he's been on deployment for 10 years.
dude, I just got out of the fucking shit.
Amazing.
I mean, and this is kind of one of the things, and I saw somebody in a back channel tell us in the course of the last 24 hours or whatever that they're done with Eve, they're walking away, yada yada yada. I'm not saying who the fuck it is, and what I said to them was, you know what? You can say that, dude. I'm seeing people come around again who haven't been around in a while. Taking a break ain't the same fucking thing. It's like, honestly, if I die and you've never come back like before that, then you quit. There ain't no fucking quitting. There's just like, laying it down. There's not even freaking unsubbing. There's not, uninstalling. Like, that's not how it fucking works. You can still fucking come back.
That's why it's cool. I'm just excited to see these old guys coming back because I like to hear the stories and stuff. They had a lot of good stories, which is always nice to hear the good stories.
But see, Dunk would disagree with you there. Dunk is somebody who says we should not live in a nostalgic age.
Well, you can't live
psychologically. We probably shouldn't. But
I agree to a point.
Because nostalgia is like
good.
Fondly remembering and missing an old thing. So if you're back in it and enjoying it, I don't know if it's maybe it is nostalgia.
Well, the thing about nostalgia is nobody remembers the shitty parts of it.
That's the
true,
part.
right?
You
That's
have like
true.
the rose-colored
And that's the
glasses,
good
When
thing
WoW
about
Classic
it.
came out, I was like, yes,
But
I've been
like-
wanting this forever, and I played it and I loved
But
it
it's
for about a
exciting
month or
to
two,
see
and then I was like,
guys that you haven't
okay,
seen in a
fuck
long
this
time
game.
coming back.
Yeah, that's fun, and I like the fact that they're coming back and they're not like wrestling their old alliance away from whoever had it. They're just line dudes now. So they're just F1 monkeys flying in fleets, having a good time doing stuff.
And honestly, I do love this kind of nostalgic sort of thing, right? Like the golden age and all that kind of stuff. But like I don't want to lose track of the fact that we were talking about the the scrims here and shit like that. I'm trying to understand. So like right now, Dronix, where are they? Like, are we now in a period where teams have formed and they've done their play-in? Is there a way for people still to be able to get in, or are we now in a period of like tournament style? And how long will that run before kind of the next segment of it?
So yeah, we did the play-ins last weekend. So 17 teams put forward, only 14 could get in. So we've done that. 3 teams got knocked out. That was a long day for them, unfortunately. And that, we're into a league stage. So, to manage people's schedules and obviously with what you guys call the Rona, we don't know what it.
What do you
looks
guys call
like.
it over there? What do you guys call it over there?
Corona, COVID-19.
That's too many syllables.
And this is the best one in the UK. With all this going on, that's generally what British people say. With all this going on,
I like that.
I swear to God, that is so 1980s. Like,
Yeah,
when nobody wanted to say AIDS, they're like, with all this going on.
I just learned what a chip
troubles.
buddy is this last week.
Dude, those sound so good.
I didn't know what the hell a chip buddy was. Although I was like, chip buddy, because
Whatever, I
in
didn't mean to
America we
derail
call
by
them fries,
asking him
so
what they
chip
called
didn't
it.
make sense. Yeah.
Oh, a chip butty, not a chip but. Oh.
Chip buddy.
Booty?
Butty.
Butty with T.
I don't even know what you're talking
B-U-T-T-Y.
about.
Butty.
Chip, but it's
Yeah.
a chip sandwich. Bread with some
It's a French
chips.
fry sandwich.
Sounds so with
No,
the
not
sauce.
French fry. None of that shit.
Well,
Proper
no,
chips.
we don't call them French fries. We just call them fries.
What you call chips, we call fries.
No, they're fucking 2 different things.
What we call chips, I think you guys call cookie. No, we call.
No.
Oh, no,
No,
biscuits. Biscuits.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
guys, what you guys call biscuits, we call them crackers, and then
Yeah,
I
it's
think
so
cookies.
confusing.
But what we call chips are like potato chips.
We call them crisps.
Yeah, crisps. Yeah.
Oh,
see,
But
this
then
is-
what? But then what we call
Biscuits or
biscuits,
cookies?
cookies.
We
that's
just
it.
like
Yeah.
to destroy everything we touch, including your language. So
It's all
Our
good, don't worry
language.
about it.
Thank you.
We're not much better. You should look up the word pineapple in every other fucking language.
wait, it's different in other
No,
languages.
every other language it's like ananas or ananjad something, but we decided with pineapple. Yeah, look it up. It's funny.
Huh.
What did Dirk ask me? Yeah. Anyway, so I'll wait for him to come back because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
He was talking about teams schedules.
Yeah. So I'll wait for him to put his headset back on, and
I like
he'll
that
But
Dirk
Dra-
asks
how-
you
how
a
long is this
question and then
going on?
walks
and just
away.
leaves. He just leaves.
No.
How
I
long
got
is
the
this
answer
going on
I
before
fucking
he,
needed
like,
from
they're-
my
That's right.
question.
We
You guys
stopped the
went off
whole
on
show
Chip
for
Buddy.
you.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
right. So it's going to run for 7 weeks. So because we don't know what it looks like moving forward with Corona and that, so teams have a week. So I put a link. I don't know. I'll put it in the Discord. Hang on, so you can look. So it makes sense.
Seen it.
Interesting.
Where's Discord there in the guest channel? So yeah. So there's 6 matches a week. They're split into 2 leagues: the Drifter and the Jovian League, because we couldn't decide what the hell to call them. teams play one match a week. So obviously this is going to run over 7 weeks because people have got, all the fucking time in the world at the minute, but in like a month they might not. So they have a week to play one match. And of those weeks we'll do like a 6-hour broadcast on a Saturday where we can get 4 of those matches in. But
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I just love how if you mouse over, it actually lists all the team members of each team.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. The guy behind this, he hates it. He hates giving a shout out. But Gat, he flies with Tuskers. He's doing amazing work with this tool. There's some really good stuff going on behind the scenes with this. Yeah, I won't big him up too much because he's going to PM me in a second, give me abuse for calling him out. But yeah, teams just arrange their match. They grab a referee. And they play the match, we enter the results. They'll play 2 matches back to back. So you guys have used the draft and there's red and blue. So to keep it fair, they do one as red, one as blue. They'll do that during the week. And then at the end of that, there is a finals format. But I mean, you can look at it if you want, but it's the finals are it's a double elimination with a bunch of best of 3s and best of 5s in the final. So that's going to be around 34 matches that I've got to figure out how the hell we're going to broadcast as much of that as we can. But yeah, that's it. So no, teams can't get in at the minute, but people have actually formed their own teams and are scrimming against teams in the league, which is cool. Obviously, if some teams want to drop out, I've got, I think, where's my list? 6 teams that want to jump in should a spot open up. So,
oh, cool. So,
and
yeah,
you know what you touched on about players coming back. Like I can't think for the life of me any of their names off the top of my head, but we've had a couple of. Like, I don't know.
Are they members of Hydra or Camel Empire
or probably Hydra dudes if they're coming back from?
Well, yeah. So the thermodynamics guys, so like Vordak and Wild Things, Tau, Neuromancer X, bunch of guys that don't really play on TQ have come back to play. Wild Things and Vordak are actually guys that are the driving force behind the points and the whole format in terms of the actual match. But there's a bunch of other people that have just come back and said, "Hey, I saw this was being broadcasted, so I've reinstalled the game to play." Like they've literally resubbed just so they can log into Sissy.
Is there anyone from an Alliance tournament team that got banned or anything like that has decided to come back and be like, "Fuck it, I'm down for this"?
Not as far as I know.
Got banned.
No, not as far as I know. Obviously, there's the question around.
I was just asking the question. Yeah, I was just throwing it out there.
No, not as far as I know. But ultimately, like in terms of cheating in this environment, yeah, it's just going to earn you a one-way ticket. We're not messing around with it because we're doing it on Sissy. It is based on an honor system. Obviously, we can't check things like. Well, I'm not going to read out all the ways to cheat, but there's things we can't check. Yeah. But with that in mind, if you are if you are caught cheating, that's you and your team, and potentially your corp/alliance gone, depending on the situation.
It's really bad. I mean. If people are in this are trying to honestly do well in a tournament, if they get caught like honestly cheating, they'll probably that's a stain that stays there. If people are to the people that pay attention to that shit. Real quick, also RVN. I'm guessing it's Raven Death or Riven Death or thanks for the sub man.
Maybe it's RVN Death.
Well, it's RVN, but
you don't have to sound out everything.
You gotta add the syllables.
I do want to say this as somebody who is not entirely fucking skilled in the ways of EVE Online and like shit like that. It's like. I want to say this about this particular tournament. And it's also why I think that kind of like people who may be afraid of getting into tournaments need to just kind of like come around and find out. There's this TeamSpeak channel that they're in. And like when the teams are off fighting and whatnot, like they're off in their own like, separate kind of areas and things like that. But it becomes just sort of a community kind of like talk place, and you don't have to talk. People who talk too much are like bullshit. Right. Like we know they're fucking assholes, right? Okay, but some people just sit there and listen and kind of absorb it, and and that sort of thing, and get comfortable with the situation. Like it is not like a bunch of fucking dicks who are like, "Fuck you, who are you? How much do you know about EVE? What's 425mm worth?" What's the fucking DPS when you overheat, motherfucker? It's like that's not the way it is. Yeah. And like, I thought that was really kind of cool from that night that we were there. Like, I just thought it was really cool. I really did.
Because
there's an incredibly low barrier to enter, and because it's such a low barrier to enter, nobody's taking it that seriously.
It's so low. I mean? So it's on Singularity.
Yeah.
So you literally lose nothing.
Accessible.
Yeah, I love it.
But that's the idea.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's the idea. Like, like, so we're calling it esports, whatever. But if you look at all other esports, you look at CS:GO, Dota, League. Those sports are not restrictive to your top tier, best in the world, which is kind of what your AT was. Yes, any alliance could enter it, but ultimately, when you kind of look at it, you think, well, they're shit, and you're left with the same 6 or 7 people. Other esports aren't like that. You can play at any level at all, and that's what we wanted to do. So yes, we're running the league, and yes, our focus is on that. However, we run the opens. We literally say the opens. Anyone can come along. It's on Sissy. There's no ISK commitment. You literally just come along and you'll get in a game. The longest.
Maybe 3 years from now. Like honestly, if you show up 3 years from now and like there has like grown a community around this and whatnot, they may be like, "Yo, who's this motherfucker that just walked in?" Okay, but like right now, they're trying to grow a thing. They're trying to
You want to get in on the ground floor.
You want to get in on the ground floor. Shit, I'm gonna go all penny stock on you right now. You want to get on the ground floor of this shit?
Yeah.
Plastics. All right, it's like you want to get in while like you can still help form it. You may not be the biggest fucking goddamn brain in this shit. It doesn't matter. It's just like hang out, fucking listen. Get part of a team. Go out. Push F1. You may be flying a like shitty ship that night. Who gives a shit? Just like get involved.
Maybe you fly out of the boundary.
Why is Brisk so close to the camera?
Because
I'm just
terrifying.
looking longingly into everyone's eyes.
Because he's got those cherry red fucking like foreheads and cheeks.
He's got those Betty Davis eyes.
So it's a 7-week league and then a finals tournament. And then are you going to run opens again or a play-in again?
Opens, so we don't know what the future looks like in terms of, because like at the minute it's kind of, I think there's like 6 of us running it. We don't have a massive production team. When we run the stream, it's me talking to people in the channel. We're not going out and asking for casters to help. We're not asking for hosts. We're not actively asking people to come and help. Because that's kind of my ethos, that I don't want to go out and ask people. I'd rather people come to me because I know they're interested in helping.
Can I broadcast your finals, like and be the color commentary guy?
Sure, if you want to, yeah.
If there is a finals, or
there will be a finals.
If there's not,
let me link the the finals.
Dirk and I'll do it.
You can just throw like a thing up on screen. It doesn't even have to be live. We can just be like, fuck it.
Their whole team just
bar going up, bar going down. We got this.
Let's see if it works out for them.
Yeah, you can. Like we don't. Like we have like.
Look, they got a fucking hound.
We don't like during the we have who did we have commentating over the weekend? We had Rain, Ithaca, Suleiman, something or other. I can't remember the last bit of his name. Is the CEO.
But those people are good and they know what they're looking at.
Not in this format, do they? Do they know that Zealot is 10 MN fit with a Calderi jam in the mid?
Well, they don't know that because
exactly.
Actually, I don't think they have the kind of like insight that CCP does as to what all the fits are and things like that, do they?
No, maybe not. But the thing is, in this format, it's completely different to the AT. You've got to remember that these fits, at least maybe 10% of these fits are crafted on the fly, because the comp they wanted to go with was banned out. Remember, this isn't like the AT where you can field 12 guys and you have 2 bans. An entire comp of bans gets dished out from either team, and then you've got 15 minutes to figure it the fuck out.
And then you're watching their other comp form as you're forming your comp. So maybe you've gone armor, but they've gone brawl. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hard counter it by changing your fit.
Exactly that. You see, we call it the cheese comp. We saw it the other day where we had a remote repping Praxis and an armor ECM Widow. Like, you don't see that shit at all. And
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
You don't see that kind of stuff, but because it works for the 5 people, the 5 picks they had. You haven't got to think, what if this, what if that, what if that. You think, how can I just stop them from functioning? And basically they had, I don't know, I think it was an Amar Galent team. The Widow fits 2 sets of jams, and that's it. That's their team done, and they just pick them off. It's, sometimes, the last match of the play-ins, there was like an armor Bargis with Torps that rammed, I think, and that was not the best end to the day in terms of, because ultimately those 2 teams in that last match So in the play-ins, the two teams in the final had to win the previous match, and then they had to win the last one to secure the last spot. So you think they're going to go all out, and there's some questionable decisions that went into it.
Just time out real quick. Hey, Geronix, can you do me a favor?
What do you need?
Well, I just want to give you a little bit of screen presence and things like. Look directly at the camera when you're being serious.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm trying to be serious. I'm also trying to construct a link to you. There you go.
No, look, we all love the links. We all love the links, but the ladies out there love the face. So it's like, we're trying to keep up. We're trying to keep up our people, our audience and whatnot.
I only came on the show to meet Bunny, and he's not even here.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I figured like
were you guys gonna have an ab down?
Whatever Fleet Brisk was on, he was probably on that, but he was probably FCing, so he can't.
I didn't see him.
I need to get a hat.
Man, this fight.
I was talking to him in Discord. He just woke up.
This fight
till
tonight.
6 a.m. yesterday doing his term paper, and now he just woke up.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why he's not on the show.
Then there's that.
Everybody was on this fleet. We blew up Headliner. We killed Zeranis. I killed Seto. We killed Gobbins. We killed Pro God. We killed all my favorite people all in one spot. We killed them all. It was great.
Achievement.
And I didn't die, which is amazing because that never happens. So I was very exciting. I was very, very excited. So yeah. Geronix, I had a question. So
sure.
what does the winner get at the end of the 7 weeks?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Do they get a title or something cool?
No,
like
they get a bunch of fucking money on Singularity. That's what they get.
You do it for
I don't care about the money, but I just
do it for the pride, bitches.
Do it for the gram.
No, they get kudos. They'll get a firework display, but we can't enforce certain rules, so we can't offer a prize set because it increases the incentive to cheat at this stage.
There we go.
So,
exactly.
I'm fine with that. Look, I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta play for pride.
If we get Thunderdome,
for the love of the game.
If we get Thunderdome,
jerking rights are legit. So being
yeah,
able to say,
they are.
We won. That's good. You can put that on your Eve resume.
Oh, I'm getting so much abuse on that.
You guys have Eve resumes?
Yeah. Have you not got one? Yeah.
How do you even get into another corporation if you don't have an Eve resume?
Yeah. Right. You got to give them the resume.
Show info, employment history. There it is.
There you go.
No, they don't get anything. Ultimately, if we start offering, ISK prizes, ship prizes, the people running
that just
this,
causes all kinds of problems.
It does, and then it's like, well, we've had a couple. Even in the play-ins, we had 2 situations where there was an accidental, somebody fit a T2 rig.
Boundary violation.
There was 7 during the play-ins. 6 boundary violations, which is fun. But that's the other thing. We can't enforce boundary violations. We have to spam it in local, hop into their TS channel, and
it's basically an estimate, right? It's basically an estimate. Like you're sitting there going, I think they just did, and you allow them to go over it, kind of a thing for like a little bit, right? And then you just like call it out. All
the monitors sit at 0 on that beacon, so it's like maybe if they see like okay, they're at 150, maybe we'll give them a couple kilometer leeway because I'm sitting.
I hope not, because the boundary is 125. That's obviously where you went wrong when you played.
Well, no, I was.
And now we know how that happened.
Well, no. I was actually further than that because when they told me a boundary violation, I looked at it. I'm like, "What's the boundary?" And they must have said 125, and I was like 210 away. So.
Well, Drayden was doing the same thing I was that freaking night, being like, "Who am I not anchoring on right now? And why are we all just running off into space?"
Yeah, I was. Well, because I
you didn't even have a chance.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true because I got annihilated with a 2-blap.
Oh yeah.
I think it was you, Geronix. It's like, okay, so when we start, you guys were gonna want to burn away in that direction between the sun and this. And
because I was in the house.
Not forever. Just for a little while. Get out of damage
But I had
range.
to kite, dude. Like they kept coming at me.
When?
And here's one of the things. Number one, if you tell Dirk, fucking like bark out. Okay, it's like that's just exactly what I do. I just like boom, away from the other ships, right? Boom, I got double blapped. You tell Drayden, run away.
It's like Forrest Gump.
he just keeps running. He's like fucking Lassie going to save somebody over there.
Yeah, stop, Forrest.
I got to one ocean, so I turned around and ran back.
I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go home.
I can tell you right now, just to give a shout out to our community, that there is a US Open running right now, and there is not a single admin or member of staff that I can see that's doing it. It's just people.
Is that because you're here right now? Is there nobody monitoring the situation because you're here right now? Like maybe. You could have been monitoring the office, but like you're just hanging out at the pub.
These guys are just doing it. We don't run basically because we do the broadcasted events over the weekend. I don't want to burn out, so Fridays and Mondays I'm not going to stream or ping for opens. Other people can do it. And today the guys just got together and did it themselves with no admin staff, none of the guys that are behind the scenes, promoting it. And it looks like the US Opens have done the same, which is really cool. So, and
let's talk serious business. Serious business. Okay.
Serious.
What kind of effort, what kind of input do you need from CCP to be able to grow this into a player run but CCP supported tournament?
At the minute, in terms of long term, I have no idea. But in terms of the minute, Thunderdome. Give us Thunderdome with the ability to run the ref tool, which they are doing. That's not a dig. That is happening in some sense. Obviously, there's other bits around that, around getting the rule set working and other stuff, because it's 80 points and stuff. That's technical shite. But no, just giving us the tool, because obviously we don't want to do this on Sissy. And if you try and say, well, we'll put it on TQ, well, how the fuck is it going to work on TQ? Because you've got to be in Jita, and then you've got to fly somewhere, because you've got to have all the modules.
You have to worry about Wordex.
It's suicide ganking, all sorts. It's a nightmare. But for us, it's give us Thunderdome, make Thunderdome a bit more accessible, because people hype up Thunderdome, but it's a bit, I don't know if you guys ever used Thunderdome. They have to give you an account, and it's to transfer your settings over, it goes against the same character, and you have to create a new character. It's a bit of a pain. But making Thunderdome a bit more accessible and giving us Thunderdome or an environment just like, then yeah, that's all we need to keep going. I don't need.
There's keeping going, and then there's like scaling it up, because I want to make sure that we understand the difference between people who are just trying to freaking hodgepodge their way into a let's pretend we were running a tournament kind of a thing, and the types of groups out there that are trying to actually scale up, show CCP that they're willing to put kind of the work in, and therefore gain the CCP side of its effort into it. Right now, and I don't know, there may be other groups out there that are also trying to do this as well. I want CCP to be able to support player-run tournaments appropriately.
Yeah,
I don't mean necessarily have them totally get into the alliance tournament type situation and all that kind of thing, but like give them the tools, build the fucking tools.
Just write the code.
Just write the code. But no, you got to look at it like we're looking at this differently. People are saying AT, when's the AT coming back? Give us the AT. Well, the AT really is it good? Is it great? Because it caters for what, maybe 200 players.
We touched on this last week, that the Alliance tournament is really only like as an advertisement for EVE. It's terrible, and the only people who watch the Alliance tournament are the people who have been playing for several years and know the game very intricately. So imagine
the League of Legends, fuck it, CS:GO, any of them. Imagine that model in EVE. Imagine you log on to TQ, you're going about doing your business, and I don't know, you decide, actually I want to queue up for X. You drop your aggression timer, you dock, and then I like it, guys. British tea, I'm afraid. Yeah. And that's it. You queue up for some kind of competitive gameplay, and that's what we want to do. If you think about the way we run the open scrims, it's you queue up and you wait and you get into a random team and then you play in the same way you would in a MOBA or any CS:GO, that kind of thing. And that would be kind of a dream for us. But you also have the proper low, mid, high tier PvP people trying to do it with a set 5, in a proper league.
It's like NPSI. It's like an NPSI tournament. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, because some of the things I'm kind of
just the concept of you can just kind of jump in and jump out as you wish.
But at least it's not an NPSI tournament on Tranquility that would cause all kind of Diplo issues for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing we try and avoid as well. Like we kind of hammer this home with the scrims. I don't give a shit if you're in Horde. And I don't care if you end up on team. Like I don't even know who the fuck Horde's red to. Like I couldn't give two shits.
Everyone, they're red to everyone.
Yeah, but if you end up on if you end up on a team with someone you're hostile to, this is so separate. It's completely different. This is not about fucking internet pixel bloody who's red to who killed who. Super fuck off.
Hey, like internet spaceships politics is serious business.
I I actually don't want politics to be like part of any of this. I want the tools to be there.
Yeah.
So that players can log in and fucking run a tournament individually. And all those tournaments can be somewhat different. Like they can sit there and pick and choose, like, based on how they freaking do this. Like I am stupid as fuck.
We know.
And I just gave people that fucking clip to make out there, okay? But I am stupid as fuck about how technology and shit works.
I'm gonna make a GIF.
But I do want it to be that motherfucking simple where people can log in, change their rules, change their format, change their entire goddamn within reason, okay? And allow people to run individual tournaments. I don't want the Alliance tournament to ever fucking come back again. Let me say that out loud. I don't want that shit to fucking ever happen again. You know what I want? I want a bunch of goddamn individual tournaments.
On her way over.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Because she just got fucking angry about how the Alliance tournament wasn't fucking happening. I'm breaking this out into a goddamn. I'm breaking this out into a goddamn like. I want the world to be free of the Alliance tournament. Like actual people that care about watching some lazy ass. I want the Alliance tournament to be gone. I want this shit to be broken out. Liberate the Alliance tournament and allow players to organize their own sub-tournaments. With what level of work, honestly? CCP, come to me and talk to me and tell me.
Let the players run the Alliance tournament.
That's fine. Maybe we can all agree on what the Alliance. We can have a player Alliance tournament commission that can come up with the rules. I want a bunch of fucking sub tournaments to happen out there.
Give us the tools.
I want flexibility to happen.
Look, we should have the Alliance.
Don't make me bring Jared Kushner into this shit.
Look, I would love to see like an Alliance tournament run by folks like Geronix or EVNT or one of those groups, and then have them do the fun stuff and turn it into a weekend and make it fun for the players in the alliances and have cheerleaders and all that kind of stuff and make it
sounds like a blast.
That would be cool. It's not something CCP should do, because obviously what they do, they want to either make it part of marketing so that it's bringing new players in or whatever. That's not what it's for.
Build the tools.
To be for us who already play, to see our tribes fighting each other and get to see who wins.
Build the tools.
Build the tools.
Hold on.
Right now, fucking hashtag CCP build the tools.
Build the
Real quick, I have another little
No
thing.
one wants to see
I've
me
never
dressed like a
hashtagged
cheerleader.
shit on this show, but you know what? Hashtag build the fucking tools.
Hashtag build the tools. But real quick, so Canada, thanks for the 7 months. But I have a quick thing that I wanted to say is, what you see with a lot of other esports that I think you guys are touching on with the Alliance tournament, the problem is that you're stuck, like whatever, not saying you're stuck in an alliance, but when you're in an alliance, your only option is to fly for that alliance, period. You can't go, I want to fly with, I have a friend over here in this alliance, I have a friend over there, and you can't make your own personal team.
Drayden, what I would say is make the rules so that make it like the Olympics.
Oh, well, and that's the thing. What I'm saying is, so when you look at a lot of these other esports teams, the focus, because I watch League of Legends a lot. I like the pro scene on that, and you start getting to know the players. It's like, yes, you have Cloud9, yes, you have these TSM, fuck TSM, and all these other teams, but you start to get to know the players on those teams, and so the players become the focus as opposed to what alliance they're flying with. And therefore, you can if that starts being a thing where people start noticing, like, this player is a really good guy. This guy is a really good Logi pilot in these 5v5 tournaments, and this guy can do this and this. And then you start seeing that, oh, this guy moved to this team. That's a big move. I don't know if that's going to happen, but then it starts feeling more like an actual esport as opposed to just this alliance grabs some guys that are under its umbrella.
That's the thing, Drake. I feel like they should set it up, do an alliance tournament with real alliances. Like, you have to have been an alliance of more than 100 players for 6 months to qualify to put a team together. And the people that are on the team have to have been in the alliance for more than X amount of time, so that you don't get this, the high school team with all the players that got recruited from out of the other countries to come in and beat everybody. You should have to. I mean, it should. You should
Like
be able to
whatever.
see,
Even if they
like-
get recruited out of another country, who gives a fuck, motherfucker?
because I want to see. I want to see that alliance.
Are you
and the
afraid
players
of
in
a
that
fucking
alliance. I wanna
Serbian
see-
with a Mexican flying a
I
fucking,
want to
you know?
see an alliance tournament with an initiative group that has Pando and me and Shines and the people that folks know in these groups.
That is
First
not
having
who would
Mittens and
be in a
Jay
fucking
and
alliance
Ashton
tournament
and
group.
have
You want a
PanFam
good
having
team.
Headliner and Elise and those types of guys, so that you see like these are the big name players from these alliances. I want to see them.
So you
fighting
want
each other.
So you want
I
a
think
big
that
name
would be-
player tournament?
No,
you don't,
I want.
you don't want
alliance
people who are
tournament.
qualified
I
to be in
want
a
an
big name
alliance
player tournament
tournament.
be there.
I want an alliance tournament with actual alliances that are in Eve, so that there can be the kind of like rivalries of this versus this, where it matters, where it's not like Hydra versus Vidra. I mean, who the fuck gives a shit whether those guys smack
Yeah,
each
but
other?
if you
around?
want
Camel
that- if you
Empire
want that
versus-
rivalry, that's
versus
what you've
Camel
got- that's
Umpire
what you've got
Empire. I get what you're
TQ
saying.
for. That's what you've got your nullsec.
But that's the
politics-
point of the
politics
alliance
for.
tournament. It's
Keep
supposed
that
to be
shit-
about.
yeah,
It's
but
supposed to be
that's-
like the Olympics.
Yeah,
It's
but-
furthering the stuff on TQ, and it's supposed to be about rivalries, and it's supposed to be about who's got the best pilots, which alliance has the better pilots, and that type of thing. But it didn't turn into that. It became a game because
Yeah,
the
because
prizes
they
were
added
worth too much.
prizes. Yeah, exactly. So
So I'd love to see like something like that.
Hold on.
that
And
with, like,
actually,
rules
and
on
actually,
who
what
can
he
do.
just said there right there is the thing that actually, like, I really believe matters. It's like because they added prizes, because they
it
added
is.
Prizes
that
corrupted
became
everything.
because those prizes were something you could. You can't sell your own fucking pride unless you're the judge.
The thing though is like every esport has prizes because the prize. Well, granted that in other esports the players get paid professional, like they're actually paid professionals. They sign contracts with teams and get paid yearly salaries and stuff like that. So that's a little different. But I feel like I'm not opposed to the prizes, in the fact that it gives an incentive for teams to find the best players and like work towards it, and put a lot of work into it. Because if they're just like this is just for fun, then you might have teams going like, fuck it, it's just for fun. Whereas if there's prizes online, you're gonna have the teams going out and like drilling and scrimming and doing all this stuff hardcore, which then they're trying to be as good as they can. I don't know. I feel like it makes it more competitive for prizes.
But when it comes down to it, the prizes in the alliance tournament corrupted the whole thing.
The
Because
value of the prizes in the alliance tournament.
That's
I
not
think, is
true.
high.
That's not
and
true.
if you can find a way to scam or make money doing something, like it was inevitable that there'd be a Black Sox scandal in the alliance tournament, given how much
course it
those
would.
ships were worth and how
That's
much
the thing
money
is that
was
they're
involved.
But not even that.
ships.
But not
They're
even that.
unique
Honestly,
ships that they
honestly,
could only
you
get
knew it
that
was
way.
gonna
That
happen.
was
if it was only about just E-Pride, right? Like eventually they would sell that too. Eventually they would like
But that's
find a
why I
way
think
to like
Geronix
make
is
that
on the
shit
right
happen.
track there with his stuff. Make it about E-Pride. Make it about who's got the biggest dick, not about who gets a gold magnet.
Exactly.
these guys are treating it exactly the same as AT. Like if you look at the people we had attending opens, right? And then you look at what happened after we announced the league, these people fucking disappeared. They are off on Sissy in some faraway system, like they took a copy of my sheet, they made their own copy, they're not even using that is super private, so only them and their scrim. Like people have got fucking scrim partners. Like they're only scrimming with one other team to keep their comps up second. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Chill out.
Is that Elise Randolph and his
That's
friends?
awesome. That's great. That's what you want.
Yeah, it is,
Take
and
it
it's
seriously.
super competitive. It's gonna be good, and it's nice that they're taking it that seriously with no prizes. And there's some big names in there. I don't know if you guys looked at the fixtures, but like Volta have got a team, Starfleet Commander. The guy that fucking runs Volta is putting in time to do this.
Is
and
Sutonia
compete.
on their team? I hope he's.
I
on the
think
team.
he
That'd
is,
be
but I
awesome.
think he's as a sub. Like
Where's
no
Suleiman
degradation.
Alright.
I swear Suleiman Shua is the name I've seen.
Yeah,
before.
he's on Tusker. Yeah, that's the Tusker CEO.
That's the Tuscaloosa guy. Yeah.
He used.
I swear
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
used
that
to
guy
commentate.
at
Yeah.
AT as well.
Tusker CEO.
Like I
Fucking
don't.
Tuskers.
Like, because my knowledge of the fucking tournament scene is absolutely atrocious. So there's probably names on there you'll recognize that I don't.
There's a
But,
lot
like,
of names. That's the thing is like when I watched the Alliance tournament, like I was saying, is I would just see. I mean, you would see the names, but I wasn't focused on the names unless it was
Yeah, but
names I
there's-
already knew. Like
yeah, but
okay,
there's
Elise
12
is
of
on
them.
there, or it's
Yeah.
I know that person already. But the names are just kind of but So I was more focused on just like what alliance is going against what alliance. But if these are
Maybe,
teams,
maybe the best thing would be not knowing anybody's fucking names. Everybody just comes in.
Yeah,
like,
well, no, but that's what we
like,
want.
There's
That's
like
what
fucking
we're trying
Team
to do.
Red 1.
We're trying to build player profiles.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't,
I like
be-
the
who
players-
doesn't want to be
player
Red
focus.
1?
I like the player focus.
What's
Yeah.
What
So
was
one of the
BAT?
things you can do with a player focus is you can have a fantasy 5v5 league, right? You and your buddies can get together and pick. Oh, I like this guy. He flies good Logi. I like this guy. He flies good
Right.
fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Whatever.
when you start getting to know the players themselves as opposed to just the team they fly with, then you start knowing like if people leave, if someone say if this goes on and it gains traction and like a year or two down the road, we've had several things and people start understanding, like getting to know certain names. Like this guy left this team and went over here, so. You might
It's
know,
already
like, that's a
happened.
power spike over on this other team.
Yeah.
That
It
means
gets
are
more
paying
people
attention to
involved
it.
in the game.
It
who are actually
allows
involved
for an
in the
actual
Right.
attention
look,
attention to the actual team makeup of players to where like people can start focusing on player statistics as opposed to just something else. Not saying that didn't
Look,
happen
I'm
to
looking at the
AT, but I
list
don't
of
think it did as
teams,
much.
and there are a ton of famous players in here. I mean, you've got Hyvie Skywalker, you got frickin' Villies on here, you got
Wait, Villy's part of this?
Yeah, Billy's on
you got
Goblins.
Goblins,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Radicos, you got a bunch of guys that Starfleet Commander, you got Satonia, you got TikTok.
Is Dunk
There are a
Dinkle
ton
in
of
there?
folks
Is Dunk
on here
Dinkle
that
in there?
people know.
No.
No,
Huh?
Is Dunk Dinkle in there?
no,
I don't see
I don't
Dunk.
see a beekeeper's
Dunk, where
team.
are you?
Are they? Is there not a construction part of this tournament?
No, I don't think
Oh, geez.
industrial ships are used very much
No.
in a 5v5.
But you
No.
talk about players transferring. So Annie Gardet, who's Starfleet Commander's number 2, I believe.
Who's Manic talking to right now?
I was wondering that myself. Maybe he's trying to
Who
see
the
if he can
fuck
get.
is Manic talking to right now?
He's trying to get on
Are
a
the
team.
police calling
He's
his
ordering
house?
pizza.
Who the fuck are
On
you
the
talking
phone.
to,
Leave
Manic?
him alone.
Guarantee it's his wife.
Let him talk to his wife.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Jesus.
We have talked about this for quite some time. We are coming up on the freaking half-hour mark here, and like it's not that I want to shut this down. I actually want to talk about it more, but we do got to reel it back a little bit. And I do want to do a shot to fucking Geronix and everybody who is associated with again trying to be play. We are like right now. I feel like we've gone back in time, and I put my shot down for a second here just to like say this. I feel like we've gone back in time because we went through a whole period where maybe the weight that we needed to take off of CCP's back was the player kind of like broadcasting of it that those guys were doing back then and shit like that. And now we know that what it actually comes down to is player run, but they still need the fucking tools.
Yes.
We can all figure CCP. We can all figure out how to like make this shit happen on Twitch. We can all make it like we can make it happen in a myriad of ways out there in the broadcast spectrum. But what we can't do is in the in-game kind of functionality make this shit happen. We need your help with that. And honestly, if you can't break a dick off on that, I don't know what to fucking tell you. And Brisk, you can back up off your camera on me right now. Okay? I'm not going to sit there and be like somebody else and be like, fuck you, CCP, or anything like that. But like, honestly, this is the one bitch-ass thing that we fucking need your help with.
But they're doing
Can
it.
you
They're doing
please
it. They're
reach
getting us
in?
to test Thunderdome. Just
The
watch this
terminology
space
is
for a
little-
few weeks.
And then boom,
Yeah.
I'm doing a shot. Because fuck it.
Shot.
There you go.
Hit it. I just.
I think it's time that we talk about the most important thing that happened this week to everyone on this show.
Horde
kill-
lost a Keepstar? What the fuck even happened? What the fuck even happened?
They blew up their own Keepstar. What idiots?
That was brilliant. It's the best kill mail this year.
Fucking what the?
That whole thing is just crazy, but that's not the most important thing that happened.
5 IQ kill
Oh, is
mail
that not?
right there.
Oh, wait, hold on. Time out. Time out.
No, I like it.
Time out. That is not the most important thing that fucking happened this week.
No red line.
We
it's
all
not
know
a
what the
Keepstar,
most
it was
important
an
thing that
old
happened this week
Keepstar.
was.
Didn't you see the kill mail?
One, we all know what the most important thing was, and that was some motherfucker put up a campaign video, and my alarm just went off because guess what?
Time to wake
10.
up.
Because I'm all about keeping time now, bitches.
Oh,
30 minutes left.
30 minutes left. And we have got
are we going to play the video?
We have got a video that needs to be
okay,
played.
okay.
Fucking Drayden can't even, like...
No. I
figure out what
had
the-
it preloaded.
Can't you read minds, motherfucker?
Okay, I just have to add one thing.
Brisk and I were on fucking point there. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, look, it's initiative slogan, hope.
There you go. Hope. You're voting for hope, people.
All right. I'm ready to play the video.
Nobody wants to fly for hope. You know what they want to fly for? End result.
All right, I got
What,
the video ready.
Wu-Tang?
I'm ready when you guys are. So we doing it?
Load your shit up,
Roll
motherfucker.
tape.
Do it.
roll it.
Play it.
As campaign season for 2020 starts to approach, I am once again asking for your CSM support. My name is Brisk.
Hey, Brett! You suck!
What?
Wormhole, by the way!
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's try that again. I'm Brisk Rubal, and I am running for CSM. You may remember me from 2018 when I ran for CSM last time. Thanks to your help and the help of a couple thousand other Capsuleers, I was elected. We did a lot of great things on CSM 13, made a lot of solid changes to help make EVE even better. Oh, and I generated some headlines too. So, yeah, that sucked. But the good news is I was reinstated, unbanned, no collusion, total exoneration. That said, it took a lot out of me, so I decided to leave the CSM early and take a break from space politics for a while. So that meant I got to spend 2019 doing a lot of what I wanted to do. And of course, that meant playing a lot of EVE Online. I went to EVE Vegas and hung out with all of my Karma Fleet friends. I went to EVE London and met up with my Initiative family. And I also was asked to join the Mittani on the Meta Show, taking over as a co-host. All right, guys, that was a great show. Thanks for everybody for being here, and we'll see you next week. All in all, I think taking a year off helped me become an even better EVE player.
Brian crashes a ship like every day. Did he tell you about that time we got him one for Father's Day? It was super expensive, and he crashed it like the same day. He's telling everyone it was 3 days later, but come on, we all know. Wait, is this for CSM? Is he running again? Ugh, totally voting for Merkel Chen and Olmeca.
He's not even running. Speaking of Olmeca, one thing he's accused me of is not being a subject matter expert. Well, I'm not. But I play the game, and I play it every day, and I care about it more than most people. The fact that I went through everything that I did and I'm still here, that says a lot, I think. But you know what? I may not be a subject matter expert, but I do have access to a lot of subject matter experts, like this guy. As an EVE subject matter expert, Trip, can you explain all of the various good reasons for the red dot for veteran players? I agree. The red dot should be something that veteran players could turn off if they want to. I do think, however, that it does add value for new players, so it should be left in the game. Speaking of new players, let's go check on my favorite new EVE player and see how he's doing.
Dad, do I really have to keep on mining? I want to go play Apex Legends with my friends.
And waste time with your friends after your chores are done.
Man, this sucks.
If elected to CSM 15, I pledge to continue the hard work that I started on CSM 13. I view my role as a representative of EVE Online, the entire game, not merely my nullsec alliance, not merely my coalition, not merely the corporations I belong to, but the entire game. And I will never put my own personal opinions, my own personal best interests, or the best interests of my alliance or coalition ahead of that of the entire game. I represent every player, including those who hate my guts. That's the role of someone in a representative democracy, and that's how I view my role on the CSM.
That doesn't look like EVE Online to me.
I'm playing Eve too.
Wow, you're mining and playing Fallout 4? You are an EVE player.
So remember to vote Brisk Grubal for CSM on June 1st. For more information about me or my campaign, feel free to visit www.briskforcsm.win. I am tanned, rested, and ready to win in 2020. Fly safe. I'm Brisk Grubal, and I approve this message. What'd you think about the campaign video, Archie? Cats.
All right, we back.
I really feel as though Archie encapsulated everything we all thought about that shit.
Archie was the star of that whole video.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's good. I like the video. It's a
No, shut up! Don't fucking just lick his balls. Just like tell
they're
me how you
hanging
really
there
feel.
though. Like what else are we gonna
Please,
do with them?
please, lick them.
No,
Come on,
yeah,
Dirk.
like-
You know you
we
want
gotta
to.
help him. We gotta help him. We gotta like help him in a way that like we've
Just
also
cash
got to help
checks.
Bunny. And right now, Bunny is not here right now because he's out like making a fucking video. It's like motherfucker's out on fucking East LA right now, and like
he's
people
making
are about ready to like
That's
mask him
good.
up.
I think
That's good.
making
He's got to up
breakfast.
his game. I up my standards. He has to up his. Oh wait, it's
He had
I
some
up
dog
We've
memes.
upped our standards.
Hold on.
yours.
I
Right,
believe
that's the
you've
joke.
diminished your own standards. That's
No.
a different story. Look,
Hey.
I think you went a little long this year.
It was
Okay,
longer than
I
the
think
last
you got
time.
a little.
Yes.
I think you got a
But
little.
it wasn't
bit,
as long
like,
as the Whaler.
People want to
So
hear
you're
from
good.
me because I wasn't part of the whole thing last year and like shit like that. It's like that's not true.
Here's the deal.
You should have come out
Last
with a 30-second bam, bitch.
Last year's commercial was 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. This one was 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Last
There
year's
will probably
year
be,
in
there's
between
a
when you were last on the
95%
CSM?
chance. There's a 95% chance there'll be a second commercial. That one will not be 5 minutes. I promise. Trust me. It will not be
No,
that long.
if for every commercial you make, they should just increase in length. So that by like
Right,
your
but
third term, it'll be like
doing,
30 minutes long.
45-minute Ross Perot style
Yeah.
talk shows.
If you want to
as
buy
commercials.
30 minutes of this fucking show, it's like, look, we'll sell it to you. We just will.
What are we gonna sell it for?
Because we are fucking whores. Like we just
There you
will.
go. Exactly
We'll sell
right.
it. We'll sell it. I'll shut up. They'll shut up easily. Like
Ad
for like a
time
way
for
lower price.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you want a Ross Perot, like 30 minutes of this show, got you. Like we will literally sell you 30 minutes of this fucking show. But right now, old Mecca could run in here with a fucking ad and eat your ass. And not
No.
even eat your ass like the other people want to eat your ass, or other people eat ass,
there
or like
other ways
whatever
to
that
do it?
whole fucking ass eating thing is. It's like I don't even get it anymore.
Is there multiple ways to do it?
Well, you can
I
grill.
think
I
there are
would-
just
I would
people out there that
suggest
want
you can
ass eating from
saute
one
an
direction or
ass.
another, and
I
I don't
think
even
we
understand.
should.
Stir
I think
fried
we should
ass is what you
Banish
really want to do.
all talk
Ass-
of ass
ass
eating
Scampi.
and all talk of Olmeca to the same place
Okay,
where it is never heard of again.
What about ass a la
That's
mode?
what I think.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
say
ice cream.
I'm
Hell
gonna say
yeah.
this fucking out loud. I'm gonna say this out loud, which I don't normally fucking do. You need
Oh,
a
here we go.
goddamn better campaign manager. And if you're your own campaign manager, as you're your own lawyer, you need to stop that shit.
I'm
Get
neither.
Brad for one thing, get me for the other fucking thing.
Briss, I'll do it.
Drayden wants to be campaign manager.
Dude,
Should he
I'll
be
get you
campaign
in
No,
manager?
I want to be campaign.
No, he's gonna be
manager.
your lawyer. He's got a degree in space law.
Marketing motherfucker,
Texas bird law.
guy that can push buttons,
Dude,
better thoughts.
I follow Elon Musk on Twitter.
Except for those other
Hey,
thoughts I
look.
had.
You guys, I'm happy to have everybody on my staff. You guys all have a place.
I'm not doing that. I'm
Yes.
getting on fucking Bunny's team because he hasn't fucked up already.
How am I fucked up?
With your long ass bullshit video.
Are you kidding me?
Which I told you was a long ass bullshit video.
Dirk,
So
it's long, but it did what it needed to do, and people liked it.
Jesus Christ, there's not that many in it.
I will
You see all those people out there? They're not in it. You see all these people in it?
The park.
They're in it.
All right, so here's
It's going to be really
okay?
hard to top that first.
That's
video.
the point, and that's the thing, and that's why I said when I was going and doing this, I needed to hit two things. I needed to talk about getting banned.
By the way,
people.
I just want to say this. I'm not going off. I'm just fucking joking around. Can we not all fucking relax like motherfuckers?
You will know when
You'll know when I'm going off. You'll know when I'm going off because then the show will just get cut and we still got 20 minutes left.
Cut it.
No, Dirk, I think you just got had by the joke. They're joking that you're going off.
Time out.
They're joking that you're going off. Anyway, Brisk, so for Campaign Manager, I'm going to need access to the SDK and Init Discord. So if you could just
there, that'd be great. You can
Brisk,
get in line behind all the other spies we have. So.
Brisk,
no, but I'm not a spy.
Brisk,
you know
and I were
coming
having a serious conversation there for a little bit.
I'm a known
About what?
threat. That's what it is. It's not a
Or
spy.
What?
About how these motherfuckers don't know you. I know you.
Well, yes, you do. Of course,
I am
you know me better than anybody here.
Look,
Dirk
I
knows
don't
you
I don't just want to be your fucking chief of staff.
Nice. All right.
I gotta
So
make
Reyes
this shit
got
happen.
me.
I gotta make this shit happen.
job.
Which is exactly why earlier tonight I invited Omeka Gold on to come have a discussion with you since he's leaving. Okay?
Let's bring him on.
And
Let's bring him on.
But you know what?
Jerry.
I didn't even hear shit from that motherfucker out on social media. It's like, goddamn, he must think that like I actually care about you and shit. And it's like, I don't. I want my man to get a 1v1 of the OC Sun. It's like, I want this shit to happen. Who the fuck is straight up typing on me right now? I'm gonna ban a bitch.
Here's
Always
the
Frisk.
Okay, this is what I said before. I have absolutely no problems having a debate or a discussion or a talk with anybody who is running for CSM 15. But if you're not running for CSM 15, your 15 minutes of fame are up. And
Wait,
I
hold
want to talk to
on. So right now, if somebody from a
99%
prior
of the
CSM
population.
came on here and wanted to give you some tips, you would not want to talk to them?
I have no problems.
What if Minxie came on here right now and said, "Let me give you a
Minxie
little
would be
fucking word order."
perfectly fine.
Oh, that would be fine.
With
That
that.
would be- so it's not about past CSMs.
No.
It's about past CSMs that you think don't add value.
It's about past
what
CSMs.
What if the Matani want to come on here right now and give
The
you some
Matani can come
what's
on
up?
the show whenever he wants to. The bottom line is it's about past CSMs that I respect.
Actually, the Matani can't come on here.
Yeah,
right now.
what if we
anytime
disagree
he wants to.
with
he can't do that. That's not. Hold on, I'm just saying
I
that's
could
not
give him the
physically
link right
possible.
now.
I know you can give him the link, but I'm just saying.
You know who owns the Zoom?
If
though?
Minxie came on here right now and
Although
said,
I guess
"Chris,
I could get my
need you to think
stream
about
key
this,"
revoked.
what would you think about?
I am nobody's sycophant if that is what you're alluding to,
Hold on.
Mr. Dirk.
But then,
I thought it
if
was a
Omeka came on
encyclopedia.
here and said, "You know what, Brisk? I just want to challenge you to a joust,
A
I
joust?
have
verbal
desire
joust,
A
to
joust,
give
good
him
sir?
any more attention.
and if Deep Brisk wanted to joust with, hey, I'm Omeka," it's like, how would that shit work out when the actual words, once you took all of the tone and tenor out of it?
There's certain places if you type joust in, you get things you're
Because
not
by the way,
Type
I saw
joust
some
into
bullshit.
Pornhub.
I saw some bullshit
That's
up
the
on
exact
Twitter
side
today.
I was thinking of.
I
man.
saw some bullshit up on Twitter
I've never
today.
done it.
I was kind of laughing at you guys
I
the
know
way
I
that
did.
a lot of people laugh at me. I know a bunch of motherfuckers laugh at me on this show and shit like that, or even when I'm out on a Thursday night and being like, "Yo, motherfuckers, listen to this goddamn song."
They're all gonna laugh at you.
But you know what? It's honestly, Brisk,
That's a great sketch.
I was
that's
willing. I was willing to get on the Omeka bandwagon today. When you were talking some shit out there, you were talking some straight up shit.
I was doing no such thing.
I feel like you were trolling him rather than debating him. And I know you may think so low of him that you shouldn't debate him, but honestly, I think you should. I think you should put your voice up. He was actually calling you out as, "You're not a shot caller, you're an F1 pusher." And that's
And
when you
what?
got to step up
But
and
you
be
know
like,
what? But here's the thing, Dirk. He can call me an F1 pusher all he wants. He can say all I do is be part of the social aspect of the game. I go on shows and I talk to people and I'm nice to likable, although he's taken that back.
You are
I
nice
don't
and likable.
care. I do not care. I am not trying to get his vote. I don't expect to get his vote. I could give a shit if he votes for me or not. His opinions are his opinions. We have a fundamental difference of opinion about what the CSM is and the role of players on it. And neither of us is going to change our opinions. Even after he spent a year on there, he still seems to think that he's a game designer. And I'm not going to change his mind. So you know what? He's entitled to his opinion. He can have his opinion all he wants. I still think he's wrong. I'm not going to give him any more time. I've given him more time
Hey, we're doing shots.
than he deserves. And I'm still kind of pissed that my wife would vote for him over me.
I think
your wife would vote for Omeka over you.
I should tell you all you need to know.
His wife, no fucking lie. His wife is a worst fucking just looking for a place, motherfucker voter.
Oh my
than I am.
Dude, look what the roommate got me.
By the way,
so now,
since he played shots, we have to do it.
Oh, DQ Blizz.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, you got a blizzard, son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
All
That's
that
not
being
fair.
said, he brought up two things today. He brought up
What
two
kind?
things today that
Derek,
I think
I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk
Why?
about it.
Why? I think they were reasonable.
Because I don't want to talk about it.
Cookie dough is the only kind.
I
Oreo
think he
cookie
brought
is
up
really good.
He brought up two
Oreo's
things
pretty
that
good.
I believe you stumbled on, which is going
I didn't
to
stumble
come
on
up in
either
the
of them.
which
My
during the
points on those have
CSM
been
election
consistent,
period.
and I'm not going to get into it on the show. I'm sorry.
You're going to stumble across these things when
I'm
all
not.
of you are on stage during the CSM election debates.
There's not going to be debates because he's not running and he's
Oh,
quit
yeah.
the game. So I have no
he's
interest
quit
in
the
talking to
game.
people that
He's
don't play
quit the game. But are all the rest of you not going to get out there and debate? Is that not how the CSM works?
When there haven't been debates in ages, I can't.
Are
I
you
think
going
there
to
were
be the
debates
Joe
the last
Biden
time
in the
there were
middle of the
debates was like
stage who's up there against
CSM9.
the other fucking
I would love to
retard?
see that. I would love to see.
Alright, so
I don't think
Geronix,
I ever got
Blizzard.
to see CSM debates.
A
Blizzard
blizzard
is
like
ice cream
ice
treat
cream.
where they
It's-
mix
it's ice cream where they mix
candy and stuff
candies
with
and
soft
all
serve
that
ice
stuff.
cream.
We should have debates, and I'm going to tell you right now. Even
I would love to see
fucking
CSM
Redline
debates,
is out there sitting there
honestly.
going,
Especially
you know
with
what, if
people
this
like
show
Lurk
doesn't
and
does
shit,
it,
or Dirk Dunk.
I will tell
if
you
this show
right
doesn't
now,
do it,
I will debate
talking on fucking Tuesdays or like
anybody
talking
running for
in
CSM.
Tuesday stations or whatever the
Trash
fuck it
Talk
is, they're going to do
Tuesday.
it. Whatever.
Derek, here's the pledge that I will make to you. I will debate anybody who is running for CSM this year, anywhere, anytime. That is fine.
Really?
If you are a candidate for this CSM, I have absolutely no problems debating you. If you are a past CSM member or a candidate for a past CSM, I don't give a shit.
Jesus, I just got hit for the fucking R word. Come on. This is 2020. Trump is president. Don't fucking hit me on the R word.
What's the R word? The Rona?
What's the Rona?
Well, no, it's not the fucking Rona.
Did you say Redskins?
Regal?
He said it. He said Redskins.
Ruples.
Wait a second.
We have got to
Braden,
unretire the
Eminem.
R word, motherfuckers. You
Eminem
know
is
why?
okay.
Because sometimes it just applies, and now it just applies. Orange Man R.
Rock
Orange Man
Lobster?
I will say this. I
LB.
I think there is
Rototiller.
a
Rodent.
it's a Gen X thing. That is a Gen X word
Roblox.
that we all grew up saying.
Roblox.
Don't ever
and
say that
It's
word.
very difficult for us Gen Xers to stop saying that word. So I blanket apologize to anyone who's offended by my use of the R word. I can't help it. It's my generation.
Radiology.
Sorry.
Just
Rustolium.
be better.
It's hard. It's very, very hard.
Rumpelstiltskin.
But Dirk ran off
Reptile.
because he's so upset right now.
Reconnaissance.
So, I mean, did you guys see the poster? Isn't this poster fucking awesome? I had these
Totally.
posters-
Yes. Oh,
We're trying to come up with R words, bro.
oh, I did see that poster.
Look at that!
What does it say on the bottom?
What?
Oh, hope.
Rope. I got a rope.
Rope. It's the rope that he's gonna hang himself with
There you
when
go.
he
We
gets
need
elected.
to reclaim the R word because sometimes that shit is useful, not for what it used to be useful for, just like how idiot shouldn't have been fucking useful, just how a whole fucking slew of other names shouldn't have been fucking words, shouldn't have been used for those
Words-
things. It's like
Words
you
are
know what-
only
you know
as
what?
powerful as
Words
you
are
make them.
Thank you, Manic.
But
Thank
you know,
you.
it's funny how
Words
often
are
we like
only
to
as
use
powerful
words
as you
that
fucking
are-
use them.
Definitions
And they were
change.
not meant to be used
That are-
for them. They were meant to be used for other motherfuckers.
It
who,
depends
you know what?
on the
Get
context.
to get the goddamn
depends
word
on the
applied to them.
context.
Part of the
Here's
problem
words
is,
change. Dumb.
isn't it
now means
interesting how
someone's
people like
stupid.
to use
Dumb used to be
words
someone
that
who can't
don't
talk.
mean what they think?
Dude,
they
I'm not
mean,
gonna fucking
and then
dunk
use them.
dinkle somebody just because somebody doesn't like the word dunk.
What about
Who doesn't like dumb?
what about non-consensual? That's a word. That,
Oh, you want? Do you want?
to
Do you want to
And
get
you
into
know
this?
what?
You want to get
No,
into
I
this,
don't
Chris?
have to
didn't
Oh,
want-
no, you brought it up.
Come on,
man.
tell-
You
whoa,
brought it
whoa.
up.
I'm
You
not
brought it up.
opening the door
Excuse
on
me,
that
Mr.
conversation.
Candidate. You didn't
I'm
want
not
us to
opening the
bring
door on
up
that
what like
conversation.
happened between you and the Olmeca Gold,
What's up, RJ?
Goldstein, gold of all gold. Okay.
Listen,
You know what?
I have
Today.
said-
Oh, don't. Wait for just 1 second.
Ow.
Okay.
Give me my keyboard.
That
That's not
guy
good, Drake.
brought up
Lick that
something,
off.
and you sat there and said, consensual and non-consensual have no place in EVE Online, and tried to pull up some goddamn kind of Me Too bullshit.
no,
Okay?
I tried to pull up some lawyer talk because
You
I think
tried
that
to
those are
fucking wordsmith shit.
They are not the right words to use about what
They
he's talking
are in EVE
They're not.
Online because we
No, when it
all
comes to
understand
PvP?
consensual
Absolutely
and
not.
non-consensual PvP.
No,
If
you
we're
don't,
talking about
because-
PvP,
because the entire point of the game is if you undock, it's a PvP game. Somebody can blow you up.
That's not true.
So as
That
soon
is
as
not
you leave,
explained
you're
right at the
consenting
fucking
to
beginning.
fight. You are consenting to have somebody attack you, whether you like it or not. Consent means you say yes to it.
Do
And-
you
and
want?
that's
Do
what
you
it
want
is.
other words to
That
be
means
used
is
out
if
there
you- if
for
you
what
leave
somebody
and
doesn't
you
mean
open
by?
yourself up to it, then you're saying yes, and that's part of the deal. You're playing the game. That means you said yes. So I don't like using that phrase.
I don't
I've
remember
said that
ever
before
seeing
on the
that
show.
thing.
Time out. I do want to give an opportunity.
Try
I
to
do want.
argue
I
with
do want to give an
Brisk.
opportunity
I
out
think
here
siding
right
with
now.
Brisk.
I want to
It
give an
is
opportunity out
people
here right now for my
trying-
man Brisk to like
Dirk, it is-
answer this question. Brisk,
What?
were you trolling him today with you don't believe what our terminology is correct?
I have
or
no, right, but-
or do you actually believe that and you just want to fucking rewrite that shit?
I was trolling him to a certain extent on the issue of whether Eve was stagnating, because I think that is a cop out that people use all the time. But when it comes to the non-consensual and consensual thing, I have said this 1,000 times, and I will say it for as long as I play this game. Those terms are not appropriate when talking about Eve, because
Give us a
the
different
way
term.
this game is designed.
What term would you like us to use?
All
between
I'm saying,
people? Hold on, time out.
PvP.
We should all.
It
we
is
should.
PvP.
We should. We should all
I think
understand
I'm
that.
siding
We
with
should all
Brisk
understand
here.
that when we undock, we are under nothing out there that's going to stop somebody else from shooting us.
But that's the
what
thing.
term
There are a lot of
do you
people,
want us
Dirk,
to use for it?
Dirk, there are a lot of people out there who seem to think that if they stay in high sec, nobody should be allowed to attack them.
What term should we use for it? What can we call it?
Hold on, Dirk. Hold on.
I'm telling you, what we call it is what it is. It's PvP.
I'm
you don't
siding
need to
with
change the
Brisk.
flavor.
No.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Because
You
that
don't need the
means
flavor.
nothing
What-
exists.
if
No,
Omeka
here's
wants to
locked
say
in
thing.
PvP.
if Omeka wants to
here's the
say that his version of PvP is he wants to take a fight where he has all of the advantages and the other side has no advantages and can't really stop him from doing what he wants to do, then just say, I like the PvP. Because guess what?
I'm watching your polling go
Everybody
down right
wants
now.
to
I'm
do
literally
that.
watching your polling go down right now. I've got it live on my
No,
fucking screen.
no,
I'm
hold
watching
on.
your fucking polling go down
I
right
don't
now.
care. This isn't a question of polling.
PvP
This is a
is
question of
player versus
principle.
player.
It's
And if it's
wrong
allowed,
to
it's
say
allowed.
it is the height of pretension to try to act like that you have some specialized version of PvP because you go after targets that are relatively weak and you are not. That's ridiculous. You can call it a gank if you want. You can call it whaling if you want. You can say, I like to spearfish things. I like to kill excavators. I like to steal stuff. I like to fight miners. I like to war deck noobs, whatever you want to call it. That's fine. But you know what? Saying, oh, this is
What do you want to call the
non-consensual
difference between?
PvP. That's the most pretentious ass.
What do you want to call the difference between
Wait.
people in this game, in the grand scheme of EVE Online, which we have all acknowledged is a broad-based game of players out there? The people who would consent to PvP versus those who are sitting there going, I'm just trying to play the fucking game. It's like, what terminology do you want to use?
Wait.
Because we have to come up with a common terminology so we can understand each other's.
Here's what Brisk is saying. This is what Brisk is saying. Consensual and non-consensual implies that you get to choose whether you PvP or not.
That's
when you undock.
Yes,
when you
can choose.
No,
don't log into this fucking game, motherfuckers.
There's the line.
Once you undock, once you come through the front door of this party with your short skirt, don't blame me.
Once you undock, that choice that doesn't actually exist is taken away from you. It's just PvP. There's no such thing as consensual and non-consensual once you undock.
Whoa.
It doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what you want.
Squeeze think about this?
Because the rules of the game, the rules of the game dictate that you're free game as soon as you undock.
Wait, hold on.
That's one of the things like new players. All right, go ahead, Drayden. Sorry,
I was just saying, so I have a thing on. I would say non-consensual PvP is a thing, and what? Listen, and I think you'll agree with it. What it is the term PvP is an overarching umbrella, and then you can break it down into specific types. Non-consensual PvP is a valid form of PvP, and what it is a gank is another term for it. It's PvP where one person does not want to fight someone, but someone else catches them and blows them up. Now, just because it's non-consensual does not make it
Drayden, but
not allowed.
Stop. Is there any situation?
Game, just because you
Drayden,
don't
is there
want
any
to
situation? Drayden, is there any situation in this game where you want to lose a ship, where you want to die to somebody?
Well, if I'm a long ways away from home,
so if you bubble somebody on a gate and they can't get away, is that non-consensual PvP? No, it's PvP.
You should
if you tackle somebody, if you whip somebody and scram somebody and they can't get away from you, is that
let's talk specifically about the point Drayden brings up, which is the gank. Let's talk about the gank. We have Drox here. We had Zanus in chat. There are steps you can take prior to the gank that will help you avoid
that. That's the thing.
If you don't do those things, you end up in PvP.
What I'm trying to say is
there is no such thing as non-consensual. The gank can be avoided.
Wait, it doesn't matter what you call it. What I'm saying is, like, you can call it non-consensual because you didn't want it to happen.
No, Drayden, that's exactly the point. Drayden, listen.
You didn't want it to happen, and then you fucked around and made it happen.
It doesn't matter if it's non-consensual.
But it does because once you
undock,
Drayden, by nature, what Manic is saying. Go ahead, Manic. What you're saying is exactly the point. So
by the nature of the rules of the game, once you undock, you are consenting to PvP. Once you undock, there is no such thing as non-consensual, because pushing the undock button means that you are agreeing that by going out into space, you are up for grabs. So to use these terms, consensual and non-consensual, it's meaningless. It's just PvP.
Correct. That is exactly the point. Now you can call it. You can call what you can say what you want. You can pick your flavor. You can call it a gank. You can call it whaling.
It's terminology. It doesn't matter.
My point is that I don't like the phrase. I think it's a loaded phrase.
It sounds bad.
It is a loaded phrase that brings in a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with Eve, and it's very confusing to people who are not Eve players. Because if you say non-consensual to somebody else, what do they think? All right, Eve allows space rape. That's not okay.
Whoa!
That's the
whoa! Nobody ever fucking said that. I'm gonna call this line right now.
The point is, look in the fucking chat. They're talking about it right now in chat.
This is not what it ever fucking meant. It's not because we had rape cages back in the day or anything like that.
I get what Brisk is saying.
My point is,
when you hear the word non-consensual, that's where people's minds go to. So it's a terrible.
Can't we just have not what I'm accustomed to under otherwise different circumstances?
It's a terrible term PR-wise. I agree.
Look, it's a bad term, but here's the thing. Okay, the point that I'm trying to make is that has your
music's not going to help this right now.
That if you're trying to talk about it without somebody who's not like an Eve veteran, they're not going to know what it is. They're going to think.
But you
this
know
doesn't
what?
Make a lot of
But
sense
you
to
know
me.
what? We
does
all
mean?
know what it
That's
is.
why-
Hold
why-
on. And here's where I'm going back to.
Very
And
oblivious.
right now is where LB's
We
fucking
can't-
music is gonna close this show the fuck out. Because you know what? We all fucking knew what it meant back in the day. We all know what it means today. There's no
No,
fucking
we don't.
game
I don't
about
know what it
consensual
means.
or
What is he
non-consensual.
talking about? Is he
We
talking about ganking
understand
a
what it
high
fucking
set?
means.
Is he talking about whaling? Is he talking about tackling somebody on a gate?
Are you willing
bowling
to
somebody?
take
Is he talking
Omega
about
Gold
flipping
on
somebody
head to
off or
head?
a spy in their alliance? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. It's a shitty term. It's a
All that being
pretentious shitty
said,
term that
I want to
people
say
use.
this. I want to
That's
say
what
this.
it is.
I get you.
Guess what? We have reached the 2-hour mark,
We have.
motherfuckers. And you know what? We're all still cool as fuck. We're holding out the 2-hour mark. I want to give Drayden the first shout out.
Oh, we're doing shout-outs now. You guys surprised?
Because it's 11 o'clock, bitch. We gotta go.
Dude, it's fucking 8.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Gotta go. It's
I
11
don't give a
o'clock.
shit where you live.
This is the
You only
rule.
live in the real
It's not the
world
show,
and you
it's not-
don't.
It's not the show.
No. Okay, so, dude, I'll give a shout out to Brisk because Brisk, I get what you're saying, and I agree. The term is terrible. It's a terrible PR term.
It's a shout
I
out.
was
It's
just
not a
saying
fucking answer.
I would.
Drayden
I'm
is
using my
correct.
shout out to. I'm just
Give
saying, like,
shout-outs.
it's a term is a term, doesn't matter. But I agree, it's bad. Anyway, my
When did
shout-out
Manic
is
get to be so short? I don't remember him being that short before.
Yeah,
They put
my
him in the
shout outs
jar.
to
Look how short he
Manic's
is.
stature. Look at that
Manic
shit.
is short
It's
now.
glorious.
Short motherfucker.
Poor Manic.
You see the
All
top
that
of
being
his head.
said, you know what? Can we all do just like fucking later, bitches? Like,
Yeah,
can't
we
we?
got it.
Just
Yeah,
can't we?
I'm-
Wow.
This ain't
That
got
sounds
nothing
like
to
Omega.
say. He
thought
got
we were doing
nothing to say.
shout-outs.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he'd be
wait.
like debating Omega
we're already
right
2
now.
minutes
Shout
over.
out.
We'll
Elby,
do
what's your
shout outs on the after show.
Shout outs
Good
to
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Later,
in the
bitches.
fight.
See you guys on
Shout-out.
Dreams channel in 5 minutes.
Where the
Okay,
fuck
yeah,
system was that?
Elby, give a shout out real quick. As I'm
YE1 TAC 9S. There was a big fight. Shout out to everybody who was
We didn't
there.
even talk about that.
It was
I
good.
Drayden died.
I started
Blue
training
Jays
Capitals
horseshit.
this week. I started
Alright,
training
gross.
Capitals.
We'll
You're
talk about
training
the fight.
Capitals.
That's
You're
awesome,
gross.
bitches.
How
By the
dare
way,
you.
the 29th
My
anniversary
shout
of
out
the
is to my
OG
wife. You're
album
amazing.
from
I love
fucking
you. Bye.
Ice-T.